Hello and welcome to another episode of The Fan and the Critic. I don't know how to explain what this episode is going to be. I don't know how I'm going to actually title this, but we're talking about things, things in movies that were formative to our development, I think is how we framed it. Um, so we're going to be talking about, obviously things that we watched probably when we were younger that influenced us, contributed to who we are as individuals. We have not discussed this at all, so I don't know how you guys have interpreted that question. I don't know if this is going to be lighthearted, if it's going to be deep, if it's going to get sexual. No idea. So I guess we'll find out
All
together.
of the above.
And we have, as always, co-host Paulo. We have ever-returning guest B-Ball, who is basically a regular at this point. And we have new guest Elon. So thank you all for joining. And as we have a new guest, which we haven't in a while, we are going to do our usual, have Elon introduce himself. So, Elon, I forget what we told you to prepare, but usually what we have is, pick two or three characters or movies that represent you as a person. So what have you come up with?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. I have gone with three, and I guess it's a little bit Freudian because I just picked the ones from my childhood. When thinking about it, after you said the intro, I could have easily done something more recent that would describe me now, but I guess that just shows you who I am. Like, I'm a big kid, right? So, um, the three I've chosen that would describe me and probably like a character that would be me starts off with Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is the first time I remember wanting to go see the movie in the theaters, collect all the toys, all that stuff. I was Dr. Grant for
Oh my god.
Halloween. I was Dr. Grant for Halloween.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and again,
I was hoping you were going to say female velociraptor.
no, this is crazy because I was gonna say now I would just describe myself as the Velociraptor. That is crazy.
Yes,
that is crazy. That was the segue. So yes, I as a child I was the Dr. Grant. Actually, I used to make my own costumes. I don't know if that will tell you where I was socioeconomically as a family, but I put together my own costumes, and I was Dr. Grant. And
Nice.
I remember my brother had scarred my nose by returning my Batmobile toy. I would have probably been 10 or so, and he was 5. And so he returned it through the air like it was a football to my face. And so I had the scar, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to let this ruin my Halloween. And that was just like, you know what? Dr. Grant has scars too. He does. And he's a...
Nice.
Yeah, paleontologist, and I wanted to be a paleontologist for like the 90s. So that's the first one.
Yes.
Next one I would say is probably Batman Returns. This is probably going to go a little bit into where Ben's probably going to go a little bit later in the episode, where let's just say Selena Kyle told me some things about myself, and
okay. All right. Yes.
I found out what side I was playing on. I would be playing on. Specifically Catwoman.
Yeah, no, you
and
yeah.
Actually, unironically, I had a friend who always wanted to be Catwoman, and innocently I was like, that's fantastic, man, because I don't. He was always the Pink Ranger, and he was always Catwoman. I was like, you're the best, because no one else wants to be them. And we learn a lot about ourselves through these little adventures. So,
I like this. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next one that would probably describe me. And again, I don't know. There's a lot that doesn't come through because Ben, you know me. Like, we riff comedically, sci-fi. That hasn't really come up. And so the next one though is Stand By Me, and that I love because it was probably one of the first ones, other than the one that I'm gonna say. Actually, the other one that I could have gone with is what's it called? My Girl. only because that was the first time that I really like thought about a character dying in the movie, and it hit me, man. I still think about that. Like, why did they do that to children? I don't know, man. Thomas J. You know what I mean? But Stand By Me being just, to me, one of the quintessential coming of age movies, and then lo and behold, I'm a sucker for coming of age movies. That is one of my go-tos. So those three, and it's a Stephen King adaptation, which is just my jam. So it was perfect.
Elon, just following up on that, you didn't say the character that you most aligned with Stand By Me. Dead Body? It was the Dead Body?
Ben, who are you?
What? Yes!
That was going to be my joke.
Yes. I am so sorry. Okay, I'm going to shut up.
This is amazing.
Okay,
you guys can probably tell. Ben and I are, we kind of know each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Obviously, Jerry O'Connell's character, by default, I really resonated with because he's a porker.
And then grew into being one of the most handsome men.
Oh yeah, he is
face
a
of the planet,
smoke show right
just
now.
like you.
Oh my God,
parallels, man, parallels.
Yeah, oh yeah, total parallels.
No, I don't know
Jerry
if you guys
O'Connell
know this.
and I living the same
I will
lives,
be walking
basically.
with Ben, and Ben gets complimented by strangers all the time about his style and looks. It's like
it's
almost
funny.
every time I've been with you.
I was in a parking
in public
lot, on Thursday, minding my own business, and someone's like, "Nice T-shirt," and I'm like, "What? Why?"
I can remember the compliments I've received in public on my hand. And
I don't remember any.
I can remember. It's like 3, Paulo.
I think it's because people are kind of afraid, and then it's like a nervous reaction.
I don't know,
like,
man.
Oh,
or you're just Jerry O'Connell. Just take the compliment, Ben.
I will.
Is that the shirt that you were wearing when you got complimented?
No. It was. You know what? It was probably because it was a Tragically Hip shirt, and people just fucking love the hip.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And enough people will just be like, "Fuck yeah, Tragically Hip."
No, you guys want to hear the dark truth of the character?
We are recording.
I know. No, it's not inappropriately dark, but it's just dark as in a little glimpse inside here in what goes on in here. The character that I relate to was River Phoenix, because he dies breaking up a bar fight in the epilogue, right? And they describe that, and that scarred me so much as a kid, being like, that could happen. I would try to break up a bar fight. You know what I mean?
You have to.
Right? Especially if it's
you
your
don't
friends.
Have to.
Well, as a child, you're like, I am courageous. Yeah. I stand up for people and myself.
He was the leader, and he was he was Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles. So it's so crazy. And when you asked, it was the joke was going to be the dead body, but River Phoenix, but not for the right reasons.
Yeah, both are because they're dead.
Yeah.
Does everyone in that? I guess I should watch Stand By Me one day.
I don't think they all die in the epilogue.
I watched it for the first time 2 years ago. It was always one of those really big movies that I feel like I should have watched, and finally got around to it. And yes, I definitely recommend it.
See, I'm worried about doing that because The Shining was one for me that I watched a few years ago for the first time.
Yeah.
And me and my friends all fell asleep.
Yeah, some of them don't age well.
Yeah.
The Shining does, though. That's just Paul's fault.
That's just Paulo.
It is just me. There's not enough big monster fights in it.
I know. I mean, honestly, some things will not live up to the hype in your head or what culture is built, pop culture, right? You have to be a part of the zeitgeist for some things.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think there's probably going to be a lot of those in our movie recommendations, it's of a time.
Yeah, Dude, Where's My Car? Come on.
And it did not make my list, but I loved Dude, Where's My Car? I watched that so much, and I did not smoke weed at the time. Yeah. And still, I would watch that movie right now. I would. So good. Dumb, but good and dumb.
Right? Okay.
All right.
So
Well,
Is that good?
yes. Thank you for that introduction. And I'm also realizing that's kind of like a poor intro segment because we're going to transition from that into everyone is also now going to explain who they are through movies. So
Everyone's turn.
I believe it
Yeah.
was Paulo's idea that we would once one of us. So I guess maybe quick explanation. We're gonna go through this one at a time. We've all prepared 3 of these, but we're gonna do kind of one person's gonna do one, hand it off to another person, so on and so on before we get around to everyone. Paulo had the idea that whoever is currently talking about themselves, they get to pick who goes next. And so, of course, Paulo, I'm gonna pick you to go first. So you're gonna
But
set the
what?
tone for this with how serious or weird this is going to get. So why don't you start us off with a movie or thing that represents or helped form who you are as a person today?
Okay. I mean, just to be clear, Elon was just talking, so I think he was the one to pick who was going next. But I'll go.
Elon picks Paulo.
Okay, I'm ready.
I pick Paulo.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Awesome. I'm ready. I don't care. The first one that I've picked is the first movie, sorry, that I've picked is one that I was unable to research, and one that I saw once, very long time ago when I was growing up. My family owned it on VHS, and I couldn't even look at the VHS because I was too terrified. I don't know if anyone here has seen the movie Arachnophobia.
Yes.
I have.
Okay.
John
Oh,
Goodman.
yes, John Goodman.
Fantastic.
Everything I'm about to tell you about this movie is from memory because I cannot search it on Google or pictures will come
Yeah.
up that I do not want to see.
Do you have arachnophobia?
I wouldn't
you
say
can't
full on
Google it.
arachnophobia.
But you're
But
there.
I'm 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 at the back of the bus of the arachnophobia bus. I'm on the bus, but I'm at the back.
Okay.
So
I think those are the most scared people, Paul.
is it okay? I'm
not sure
no, I
about
feel
where
like-
the location of the bus. I'm not sure about the bus metaphor. Honestly, I don't know what the bus means.
I know.
Okay, I'm on
Go
the
banana.
outside of
Struggle bus.
I'm on the outside of the train in India. I'm like hanging on the outside
Okay.
What
okay,
does the
I got it.
train represent, though?
of people
The
who really
phobia
have
spectrum.
arachnophobia. Yeah, I'm
So,
I'm arachnophobia
people-
adjacent.
Okay, so people in the train have arachnophobia and can't be, but you're
Okay.
Beside arachnophobia, but you still can't even look up the word arachnophobia because you might see pictures of spiders and that would scare you and freak you out.
Yes.
That's
I'll put it-
arachnophobia, baby.
Okay, it's a spectrum, I guess. But
Yes, you are on
Um,
the spectrum
the arachnophobia
of
spectrum.
arachnophobia.
Yeah. Basically, I think you get the idea, but
Yeah.
I'll explain it because I watched like a news special or like a special on arachnophobia, like people who actually have it. The reason why I won't just say I have arachnophobia is because someone who actually does, I saw them getting in a complete hazmat suit to live their lives. They had to get a stick to
wow.
brush their steering wheel before they got in their car. I'm not that bad.
I see.
Okay.
Yes.
You are informed.
Yes,
That is. See, I just assume.
I'm sensitive to people who actually have arachnophobia,
I
Right,
understand
right.
now.
which
Yes.
is why I will
You
not
don't
say
want
that
a
I.
stolen
I
valor
understand.
arachnophobia.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
understand now. I
Yeah,
understand.
exactly.
Yeah,
But I will not go into a room that I know has a spider in it.
Yeah.
I'm
Fair.
the same with snakes. I'm the same with
Yeah.
snakes. Yeah. My brother-in-law was talking about getting a snake as a pet, and I said, "That's great. Just know that that's the end of me visiting you until that snake's dead."
Until it's dead.
Yeah, they love a prank. They wouldn't be able to resist putting it near me. Oh, it would be so funny. I'd react so strongly. No. No,
I have friends to this day who will text me pictures of spiders, and I'm smart enough
you
to
do
know.
not, Paulo. Those are your enemies.
I hope I'm going to send this to them. I'm going to send them that one clip of this podcast. But
Maybe they'll
yeah,
stop.
I've been at this for a long time, and I know when a video is going to be a spider, so I just don't open it. But anyways,
Would you
about
say
the
it's
movie.
your spider sense?
Oh.
And that's been the fan and the critic, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. It ain't gonna get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for joining, Elon. First episode. It's been great.
Never invited
Nailed
again.
Nailed it. Done.
But I suppose I should talk about the movie a little bit. It's for anyone who hasn't seen it. Again, all from memory. Terrible, terrible memories. There's this giant bird-eating spider that hitchhikes its way from the jungle to like some small American town, and then it multiplies and terrorizes this family. What's it? The guy from Speed, the one that gets blown up. Actually, Dumb and Dumber is probably where he's better known. What's his name?
Jeff Daniels?
Jeff Daniels. Yeah, he's the main character. I think he's supposed to have arachnophobia, and then he faces his fear to kill two giant spiders to save the town. John Goodman is in it as a exterminator, who is a great character. There's one point where he like tries to spray one of the spiders with acid, and it doesn't work, so he just steps on it. I'm literally just telling you everything I remember from the movie. Oh, and all the spiders
That's
jump.
amazing that you remember this.
I've
I've seen it multiple times and I don't remember as much as this. It clearly has imprinted on you.
It has. And the other thing is that the spiders, they all jump. And I think there's a big plot point where everyone thinks that spiders are blind. So like there's one point where like the spider specialist, he sees it and he's like touching the web so it goes to the vibrations, but it's fully looking at him, so it jumps on his face. Yeah. And so there's that. And one time when I was a really young lad, I had a pair of shoes that I wore every day, and there was a hole at the toe.
Yeah.
So one day, I'm going outside to play with my friends. I pick up my shoe, and a giant spider walks out of the toe, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. That
Lifelong
shaped the rest of
paranoia.
my life. Yeah. Elon, you don't know this, but Carson had like a delayed bachelor cottage weekend last summer, which was a whole lot of fun. But I don't do well at cottages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been to too many. And similarly, I went to one because my buddy was about to sell his, I think, 2 years ago. They bought it, I think, during COVID and then never made use of it. And we're like, you know what, we've got to offload this. But he's like, you got to come at least once. So we went, and that was the first time I saw a spider like the size of Toonie. And Ben's probably there just like, pathetic.
That is snakes are my thing. Spiders I don't give.
No. I just mean like you grew up closer to the bush.
Oh
where,
yeah,
like a large spider is probably
A
nothing.
lot
to
of
you.
big spiders.
Yeah.
Dock
That
spiders
was the first time.
massive.
Dock spiders, yes. That's what I
Daddy
saw.
long legs just live.
I did not know that dock spiders existed
Yeah.
until
That's what I'm talking about. It was a dock
I
spider.
found
It was
out
huge.
on a dock.
Yeah,
Oh no.
as you're wont to.
Yeah.
That's awful. Oh.
I didn't know that spiders could live by the water. So
Okay.
lots
You're
of
unlocked.
Yeah, they can walk on the water.
Yep.
Yeah, terrible.
I know a lot about them.
Surface tension.
Sure, I
surface
bet.
tension, right?
Where could they be? They're probably within 13 feet.
So yeah, I think that that really shaped the rest of my life. I'm now 36 or 37 years old, and that has not left my psyche. Also, one last point. I've been talking for a long time, but Elon mentioned he's playing Resident Evil 9. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's one level that
Oh
I
no.
I finished,
How did
but
you do it?
I was sweating through my shirt. Like
Aw, that's tough, man.
I'm not exaggerating. I finished it with sweat covering me.
Do they have
I'm
a
not there
feature to
yet.
turn it off?
No. Other games do, and I appreciate it. It's also why I sold my the one game that I ever bought for my VR headset. Um, but
What, they just had spiders in them, or spider-like?
it
You
was
can
like a
turn
it
you
was
can
like a
turn off
space
spiders in some games.
in some games, yeah.
I found that out with Hogwarts Legacy, that like because there's like 3 monsters in the movie and like one of them are spiders, that in the main
Yeah.
settings it's like turn off arachnids.
I could name you like the
Oh,
one
did
movie
not
in
know.
every popular series that has like the spider sequence in
Spider.
it, like The Hobbit,
Wow.
the second Harry Potter movie. Anyways, yeah, that's me.
Okay.
So did you finish the movie, or did you get halfway and just like you're like, I'm done?
So up until like the last couple years, if I started a movie, I had to finish it because I wanted to know what happened. And also like my family would have movie nights. So my whole family was watching it, and it was either I go like into a dark room by myself or finish the movie with my family. So I watched it.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, no better option.
The climax of the movie is like the guy Jeff Daniels lying in a burning basement as a giant spider slowly crawls up his leg. And then he flings it into an electrical box and electrocutes it.
Wait, how many
Oh,
times have you
man.
seen this?
I've seen it one time.
This is like eidetic memory. Dude. I don't know how you remember this.
I wasn't joking when I told you I am also Abed.
I've seen it multiple times, and the stuff you're saying, I remember it because you said it.
Yeah.
But that is almost perfect recall.
Thank you. It comes at a price.
Yes, I understand that.
But yeah, how's everyone else's childhood?
That's great.
Oh, it's on
So
me
what
to hand
you're
this off.
saying
Yeah,
is
it's on
the
you.
spider is like your Catwoman.
I know
In
which
that
way I
there-
swing in
in an
that
awakening.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was awakened
I'm
in a very
definitely
different way.
not sexually interested in spiders.
I will say though, there's one
Uh-huh.
movie, Eight-Legged Freaks. Oh, sorry, that was
Oh,
bad
yeah.
timing. That sounds
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. Hear me out. Eight-legged freaks.
Eight-Legged Freaks is actually a really good movie, and I find it really funny.
There are no
That's
spiders in that
amazing.
movie.
It's anyways, I would like to hand it off now to Elon.
Okay.
I know he just finished talking. No, sorry, you just finished talking, so I'm going to hand it off to Ben.
All right.
You took that back.
If it's all right, I'll go. I don't
Yeah,
mind.
go.
Yeah, sweet.
Well, you just
Uh,
introduced yourself before I started talking, so
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, the movie I have chosen is Wayne's World. A classic SNL sketch turned into their first successful major motion picture. It came out in, I believe, 1990. When it came out, I was 6 years old. And eventually it hit VHS. Now back then things took a while to hit VHS. There's a long delay. So I was 10. I was headed into my 10th birthday, and I convinced my mom that she should get me this PG-13 movie because I was extremely mature for my age, and that would be a nice thing for me. And she did it. And I was so stoked about it. Watched that movie so many times, kind of over and over again. Interesting element of it is that I did not understand many of the jokes in Wayne's World because I was 10. But over the years, I had watched it a few times, and I think I was maybe 11 or 12, and I decided I wanted to, play a prank on somebody. Before we all got into the classroom, we would all have to pile outside of the classroom portal, like it was like a portable thing. So everyone was right beside this window that was in the classroom, and you could get into the classroom beforehand if you knew, what you were trying to do. So I decided, similar to the gag in Wayne's World, where they have the cue cards, and there's a hidden message on the back of the cue cards that the guest can't see, but the camera can see. So it's a funny joke, right? And they're outrageous statements that I did not understand at that time. So because I just knew it was a joke, not what the joke was, I wrote on a piece of paper so that it would show to my classmates headed into the classroom. I think, well, I'll just say their name. Adam Mulville, who is a lovely guy and is a veteran now. Adam Mulville blows goats. I have proof. I actually think I switched it to monkeys because goats was the movie. I wanted to do my own joke, something original. So had no idea what it is that I had actually said. I had no concept of what blowing in this scenario meant at all. Never even thought to think about what it could possibly be. And I remember distinctly my teacher at the time initially getting pretty mad at me, and then having to really pull back once he saw the look of curiosity on my face. And I believe he said, Ben, do you know what you wrote? And I said back to him, no, what did I write? And he did not end up explaining to me that day what blowing meant. But it was close. And ever since then, they called me the champ. No, it was very formative. It was something that I had to really take on. Like I'd said this joke, but I didn't understand this joke, and it's very important to kind of understand the joke that you're making if you're going to try and make one, which, has kind of influenced some of my comedy and the things that I put out there artistically. I want to be able to understand the joke I'm trying to make. And then if people come to me and they've got like feedback that I didn't realize about a joke that I'm making or a comment I've made or how I've made other people feel, I try to take that on and either, fix a mistake and try to create an even better, more understanding place, or still make the mistake, but know that I'm doing it and be aware and conscious of it, because it's funnier. Whatever the option is, this funnier. But yeah, so that's Wayne's World. I think my mom saw it and thought, hey, there's no nudity and there's barely any violence, and thought it would be completely harmless. And then I said, I know a kid blows animals to my entire class. Again, shout out if anyone, if he ever hears this, Adam Oval, died in a little sweetheart, veteran, good dude, as far as I know, did not deserve to be called out for faux bestiality in grade 7.
Are we gonna go 4 for 4? Because I hope Carson's next, and we've got monkeys and goats, spiders,
going
and catwomen. Catwomen. It's just coming up. It's just coming up, kind of organically.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, but yeah. So I'm good there. No fears of anything came out of it. Although an absolute love of the song "Foxy Lady" by Jimi Hendrix. Ooh, that sucker's in there deep. Bohemian Rhapsody. It's in my
Mhm.
veins.
Mhm.
I think I could sustain multiple head injuries and I would still know all the words to Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's amazing.
And would headbang at the appropriate time without any prompting. Like, that's if you want to get me out of a coma. Like, maybe you play that scene from Wayne's World because I fucking know it.
You did sing it in St. Louis.
Yeah.
At our company event.
Yeah, I did, dude. Because I've known that shit since I was 10, because I got it as a birthday present.
It's the one and only song I've ever sung karaoke to.
Sick.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh my
Amazing.
awesome.
I can't believe I missed that. I don't even care when it was.
Yeah, it was definitely before I
do it
met
again.
you.
Oh man, Paulo. In terms of just going back to Resident Evil briefly, one of the things that they really go in with there is the zombies don't turn fully right away, and there's vestiges of their human form.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching an interview of the two, or listening to one while I was working today, and it was the two voice actors. And one of the things they asked them was like, what would be your thing? Because like the chef is in there still cleaving away, and the butler's there still trying to turn off the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if they catch you, they'll eat you, but there's still these vestiges. And Ben would be humming away to Bohemian Rhapsody.
That would
Absolutely.
That would be the zombie.
That'd
just
be so spooky, right? I'm just in the corner.
Scaramouche.
Yeah.
On a
head banging slowly.
On a stage, doing improv somewhere as a zombie.
Yeah, that would probably be very, very. Yeah, I could see that.
What suggestion?
Somewhere where a zombie wouldn't be. I'll take ice cream parlor, sir. We don't accept internet tab. All right, fucked it up. March 15th, everyone. I'm going to do promos throughout this. Yeah. March 15th, world's biggest improv tournament. Me and my buddy John Bernstein are performing as the Aerobic Bros. If you're in the crowd, there is a chance you may be thrown one of 2 free t-shirts. Ooh. Yes, I have made custom t-shirts for the event. I got 2, one for me and John. He doesn't get to see him until the show, but so the audience gets to see him at the same time, and there's 2 going out into the crowd. I'm thinking about trying to build a compressed air cannon sort of situation, but
t-shirt gun.
Yeah, t-shirt gun. Yeah, because I think it's just I can get it done with like an air pump and a lot of gusto. So curious there to maybe try if I can launch the sucker with a t-shirt gun. Anyway, the t-shirts are gonna go out. And it's gonna be a lot of fun, and if we get people to show up, it's voting based, and I'm not against shameless promotion to get ahead.
This episode will be posted March 20th.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. So distantly in the future.
I'm imagining you with like a potato gun and like almost taking someone's head off with like too much compressed air.
I love it. Since I'm sure it'll be okay if this gets spoiled, I'm gonna make what looks like a potato gun that has no chance of harming anyone, and make it seem like I'm gonna do that, and then just take it out and throw it. Because I don't want to do that in any way. I don't want to hurt somebody. As I said before, like everyone should be cool. Like we're good. Also, just to get us back on track, I'm pitching it over to Carson for his.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but I don't have any animal-related subjects in my movies.
Sorry, Elon.
Maybe some of you will have more animal stuff to make up for it. We'll see. So the way I approached mine is I had a hard time of narrowing it down to one movie for a lot of my stuff, so I kind of picked, here's a bunch of movies that came out in the same year or two that kind of developed a theme, because I think that's kind of how movies impacted me. I'll start with my more boring one. So I'm from Saskatoon, which is a city where if you drive 2 or 3 or 4 hours in any direction, you'll be in a field. And I think I always knew I was going to get out of Saskatoon. Like, I always felt like I was on Tatooine, looking at the two setting suns, wanting to be somewhere else. And so there was definitely a time period, late 90s, early 2000s, where you had Matrix, Star Wars Phantom Menace was there, Lord of the Rings was there, which was basically adventuring movies of escapism, get out of there. And I feel like that took me from a place of, because for some reason, people in a city like Saskatoon, they stay there. Nobody ever thinks of leaving. It's just like you're there forever. And I feel like after seeing those couple movies, it was like I had to go see the world. But the one that I'm going to pick is actually not a movie, but a documentary series. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, called The Long Way Round, which was
No.
Ewan
Never seen it.
McGregor, him and his friend getting motorcycles and literally driving around the planet. And so they go through like every country, and it's this big, like, I mean, I'm sure you've seen like similar travel type documentaries, but it was them going around the world. And I think combination of things, all those things, it was like, wow, there's a bigger world out there. I don't know where I'm going to live, but it's not going to be Saskatoon. So if I had to sum that up in like either one show or one scene, like Luke looking off into the setting suns of Tatooine, like that's basically what movies did for me at I think that age of 10, 11, 12 years old. And I think after that, like by the time I was 13, I just knew I don't know where I'm going to live, but it's not going to be Saskatoon. And then obviously I met you guys in Toronto, so I did go. I At that time I kind of felt like I was going to go to another country, and I had never ended up living in another country for more than a couple months. But I do feel like Toronto is sufficiently different than Saskatoon. I don't know how different that is, but yeah, that'll be my first one. Is just that sense of escapism of needing to get out and needing to like see the world. Probably about 10 other movies I probably got to pick for that because that's like a pretty general thing. But yeah,
Awesome.
I think you picked the most Carson one.
And that it wasn't a movie.
yeah, it's
In-
cheating.
in that none of
Okay,
us have heard of it.
if I gotta pick a movie, it's Star Wars is too boring, but like that's like the very obvious one of like just that
I love
looking
it,
off into
man.
the sunset.
I love it.
That's, I think that's an honest statement. You know,
I can relate.
people want to say they're better than Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, and you know what those people are? Old. All right,
too young.
that's who they are, or too young. Yeah, because they've got all this flashy new Star Wars. But that's rad.
Quintessential and the cliche ones are what they are for a reason, man. There's a
Yeah.
reason they withstood the
And-
test of time.
People would look back on the Phantom Menace differently if they didn't fucking p word out and not go with Dark Jar Jar.
We're
You know?
not going to Dark Jar Jar right now.
Okay, we don't have to talk, but I think we all know that it exists.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And if they had gone with it, and
That would have been
instead of-
actually pretty sick.
it would
yeah.
have been amazing.
Yeah.
And it would have been a total FU from George Lucas, right? Oh, you think I'm an idiot? I put this so dumb character in here with this offensive freaking way of speaking. Nope. Sucker. He's been the villain this whole time. F you guys. You didn't even know. I knew it was bad. He's been bad the whole time. Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm a Dark Jar Jar truther, so
I was gonna ask, like, what's your percent confidence that that's actually what the plan was going to be?
100%.
Because I'm like 95 to 100%. I'm also
I'm
right
100%. The video where they isolate all the different pieces has completely sold me. This is right up there with they didn't actually they did film the moon landing, but the film was destroyed by the radiation, and so they filmed a fake moon landing to replace it, and because people wanted to see it. Like, this is right there with me. Like, in that it is absolute truth.
It's awesome.
100%.
Speak your truth.
Yep. No, Dark Jar Jar is real and amazing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep it going full circle and hand it over to Elon to have his next intro to himself.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I compensated with the formative ones for my intro because talking to Paulo about this was kind of from the lens of, hey, I hear you like scary movies. We started sharing scary movie lists. I told him that in October, I try to watch one every night. Don't always do well. I think I got to 28 this year though, or something like I crushed it this year. Usually it's maybe like 14, 18, but it was through a lens of like horror. So I stuck to that for this. When I pitched it to him, I was like, what were the scary movies that you saw way too young that maybe formed your appetite or your palate for either scary movies or not seeing them? So I stuck to that one. First one I'll go with is Dusk Till Dawn.
Nice.
Don't know, like it was back when my grandparents were raising us and they would fall asleep and it would just be like cable TV, you throw on whatever and they're just sleeping in the couch there. Your parents are probably working or out and it's like, yeah, I am watching things that no person that age should be watching. But
hairy pussy.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Yeah, and again though, like that kind of stuff, I didn't even know what it meant, right?
No.
You just know like obviously the visual stuff is like, oh, that's inappropriate, but like what they're saying, I'm like, I don't know what these references mean, or like they're laughing at jokes that I'm like, yeah, man, I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, just to me, quintessential horror comedy, just had so much going for it. In terms of at that age, and I'd never seen anything like it. I was like, this is so badass. This is so like edgy. I got to tell my friends about it, all that stuff. Like, guys, well, guess what I saw?
Guys, have you heard of Salma Hayek?
Yeah.
This dude's name is Sex Machine, man.
I was embarrassingly old when I realized that was Quentin Tarantino. Like, you don't understand that.
I mean, Sex Machine is Tom Savini.
No. Sorry, in the movie.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino are in that.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, was the dad Harvey Keitel, the father?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
No idea who these legends were. I was just like, these are a bunch of people who are getting
Julia
eaten.
Lewis.
Right?
Was
Was the daughter.
Icons. Yeah.
Julia Louis Dreyfus?
No.
Juliette Lewis.
Juliette Lewis.
Yes.
Natural Born Killers, which could have made this list.
That was.
I was snuck down, hid behind the couch. I don't know why. Tried to watch it from behind the couch. My parents are like, "We knew you were there, and you're stupid."
So I watched From Dusk Till Dawn for the first time like 2 months ago, and
Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah, I like. So I think I've talked to Paul about this in the past, but like I developed a list of like 25 movies that are shockingly I haven't seen yet, and I've been like working my way through stuff like that.
Nice.
And surprisingly, it was not spoiled for me. I had no idea it was going to be a vampire movie. So that was a wonderful watch.
Even with Sinners?
Kidding?
Because anybody who's talked to me about Sinners, I have almost compulsively said, "Oh, Dusk Till Dawn."
You saw Sinners before From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's so crazy.
Like, I had literally no idea where it was going to go. I had like nothing spoiled, and like I'm very glad that was the case.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's great. So
that introduced me
nice.
to not like, how do you put it? Not the Transylvania, I'm here to suck your blood. That introduced me to, that's why I thought it was edgy. It was like, guys, you have no idea how cool the vampire genre actually could be. It's not just that dude with the pointy widow's peak and the campy stuff. It was like, I mean, it was campy, obviously, But sorry, Carson, I'm hogging your thing. So
this is literally your thing.
This is yours.
Yeah, this is yours.
Oh wait, sorry. No, well, it was sorry. Yeah, it's just the fact that you've seen it recently. But yeah, this was mine. I think the snake is still there. So if we're stretching, the snake around Selma Hayek's shoulders, that boa constrictor. Yeah. So if we're stretching,
let's just talk about Selma Hayek more.
Right. Yeah, talk about an awakening.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So it had everything.
It was crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tom, it's the second use of Tom Savini's penis gun. The penis
what was
gun
the
from
first
the
use?
I think it was in
What was
it
it
was
in?
either in no, it wasn't in. It was shown in Desperado, but not used.
And then he finally
As a
used it.
he uses it
He-
in the
in
in this movie. The
Yeah.
movie we're talking about from Desperado. It's so good. Penis gun, 2 barrels where the balls would be. What? And then his
12
primary
shots.
weapon is a whip. Like that's just his backup. He's got a cock gun as just in case. You know?
Because you never know.
Yeah, I might need this thing.
in
Imagine
case
the
he wants to
recoil is
steal
not
a
fun.
beer from some.
The recoil, yeah.
He liked
It's
it.
a desperate move. That's why it's his primary weapon, I guess. You know, last resort.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I don't know. I don't have much more. Dusk Till Dawn. Formative
Sick.
in so many ways. I love horror in all of its many capacities. So, the campy, gory stuff, like that is probably closest to the gory I like. I don't really like the Texas Chainsaw Massacres, like that kind of stuff, with the killers. I don't know. To me, it's just like that's just a dude, and you run away from him. Whereas like supernatural, psychological, that kind of stuff is amazing to me. And I guess I will pass it along to Paulo now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make sure that we don't go in order when I pass it to someone. So Elon mentioned, he alluded to this, but when we were originally talking about the idea for this episode, it was through the lens of horror. So I originally picked 3 horror movies because I was just stuck on that. So I've called an audible. I might call 2, but not
Ooh.
yet, because this one is still a horror movie. I'm just a very scared person, I guess. But
So
I'm gonna call out The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
that was awesome.
I have not seen that.
Okay,
It's so hard
you
to
know,
find it.
Is it?
I think so.
I
Is
wish it was.
Why is it
when
hard to find? Because it's a bummer.
I
it's
actually
spooky?
liked it.
I
I
mean,
just can't
like, I
find it
don't
on
mean, like,
streaming or
it freaks
anything.
you out. Like it's a freak out. Like it's scary.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrifying to me. It like made it difficult for me to sleep for a long time after I saw it.
Is it creepier than that autopsy movie that we watched?
Ooh,
Yes.
Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah,
For
the
me it
Autopsy
was.
of Jane Doe. Yeah, okay. Ooh.
For one very specific reason. So at that age, I was like early teens, I think.
Okay.
And I was like in a Catholic youth group growing up. So
Absolutely.
this was very real to me. Like watching the movie, I was like, this could happen to me at any time.
Shit. Oh shit.
Amazing.
So-
Amazing.
It was like, and the worst part is like, just speaking about or possession in general, like if it happens to you, there's really nothing you can do except pray harder,
Yeah.
maybe. Like, and
Yeah,
even then,
hope your family figures it out before
Yeah.
it's all done. Like,
yeah, it was very real to me. So it was so terrifying. It's just that, like, it's not even like I know Elon, you mentioned you liked it, but it like I'm not gonna rip on it or anything, but it was just it was a standard possession
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
movie based on a true story. I'm assuming loosely based. And it's like it's structured where like it's following the court case of the priest who handled the exorcism, because I think the girl Emily Rose dies, I think.
spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry. But essentially, like the priest goes on trial because she died, and it's like calling into question, hey, so is this real or not? Like, do you really think that this is real because she's dead because of you, type thing?
And no one had to ask you, right?
It
was real.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. If I was on that jury, whew, he was walking free. He was a free man. But there were so many like just creepy like moments, like the the lawyer who's defending him, she had like a recording of the exorcism, so it's just like her demonic voice that just started playing in the middle of the night. Um, like the whole like the climax of the exorcism where she's like fully possessed and she's like naming all the demons' names that are like in like take like in control of her, and like her eyes, like I don't know why, but in horror, like eye things are like really scary to me. So like either if they're gone or like it's all black, that scares the shit out of me. Um, and yeah, it's just like I was young enough and in that world enough to believe like, oh my God, I gotta be really good. I have to be a very good person. I can't leave the door open to, to being possessed by Nero and whatever else then those damn demons' names were. So yeah, that was.
I remember that one came out at a time when like LimeWire was a thing, and like you could start downloading movies, and I basically watched like every single notable movie that came out, and there was like that movie and probably a few others where I was like, hey, you know what? I don't need to watch everything, because I just remember being very. I was like, I don't need to watch this.
Yeah, that's like fair enough. I mean, like I said, it's not like a amazing. It's not like a groundbreaking movie. It's just it just felt very real.
It was good. Another good one is The Last Exorcism. That's another. But the thing is, like with those movies, is it could get iterative so easily, right? Like how many times can you tell a possession story?
Yeah, but it's funny because you have that element to it, but then at the same time, to this day, those types of movies will still be the most scary to me because you brought up like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I think I've said this on the podcast before, but like I can punch a killer, but I can't punch a ghost, or I can't like shoot a demon that's possessing me. So like I have no way to fight back, and that's what's the most scary to me.
Yeah. I take it one step further slightly than that, because that's why I like cosmic or folk horror, because they have the element of what if it's just all in your head and there are no demons, and then the twist at the end is, wait, maybe it was real. In those genres,
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like this used to be a thing for me, that like how like scary things would affect me, or like scary movies. I would get sleep paralysis all the time, all the fucking time. It was so bad, and I felt
There's a lot of trauma here, Apollo.
Yeah,
we're going deep.
Well, I didn't realize we could pick things like Wayne's World.
No, I feel like you had.
It was up to interpretation, man. I tried to make Wayne's World as deep as I could, man.
No, I'm not saying it's a good pick. I just, based on the conversation I had with Elon about the whole concept of this episode, I just stuck with horror. But my last one will be different.
I'll go horror for the next one. I have like 14 options in front of me. So
nice. Yeah. Well, it's good to know that you're going to switch it up, because I'm going to go to Carson next.
I knew you were going to do that. Well, I don't have any horror-related ones, so I'm going in a very different direction. I'm going to go to relationships. So, this will not surprise you, but when I was growing up, a bit of a loner, didn't really like people, didn't really like want to have people around at all. And so, I think that involved like a few different areas, but one being like the idea of relationships. I was just like, didn't really give a shit. And so you guys have talked about like Catwoman and like stuff like that, and I was like, okay, yes, there's probably sexual things in movies that I could speak to, i.e. Natalie Portman in Attack of the Clones, but nice. I'm gonna go in a slightly different direction, which is let's just say female characters that made me more open to the idea of a relationship, because the way that relationships were displayed kind of seemed like oh, this is actually something that could be nice or something that I could be open to. And I'll list off 3 movies, and you'll probably get to know some of my type here. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Scott Pilgrim
Mm-hmm.
versus the World, 500 Days of Summer.
Okay.
So
Oh,
those all kind of
Carson.
came out at a similar time. Me and my wife have talked about this.
Yes.
She's a very different type than that, so my type has changed over the years. But whatever,
Manic Pixie Girl.
which
yes.
is funny
Live
because
your truth, Carson. Yes.
basically
Yes.
all 3 of those movies is about how terrible relationships are. But I think I was too young to get that part of it at that time, and just like seeing that type of like eccentric elements.
Yes.
Anyway,
Mhm.
that's
Different. Not like everybody else, man. Yeah. Beating my own drum, Manic Pixie Girl. Ooh.
It's funny.
She's wearing baggy pants, but a tight top. What's up? You know? Got a
and
short
the dyed hair.
haircut.
The dyed hair is a
Different
very
colored
important
hair,
part.
Dyed
yeah.
hair. Yep. Chopped up a little bit.
It's funny
Dangerous.
because the first episode that we ever did, we did this where we would introduce ourselves, and Scott Pilgrim was my movie.
Oh no.
Was one of mine. Yeah.
Yes. And is the same reason? Super hard for the Manic Pixie Girl.
So it was a time in my life that Scott Pilgrim's situation was similar to my own.
Oh, okay. So you just related to it because you also what's the part? Carson, would it be playa? Is that what you would
No,
say?
no.
Again, as a youth? No, it's not that. Oh, several ex-girlfriends, I guess, at the time. Is that what happens in Scott Pilgrim? Or were you in a band?
Ex-boyfriends. No.
Oh,
Sorry,
you were like not the main in Scott Pilgrim. You were like the. And
We'll come
Scott?
back to
Yeah.
We'll come back to it if we remember. This is Carson's
Sure.
time.
I don't have much else to add. That's basically the whole thing.
Yes.
So okay, well then going back to that. So there's hipster girl with colored hair, potentially younger Asian schoolgirl.
Knives chow. Were you getting attack hugs?
Oh, attack hugs. So cute.
So cute. That's in the movie, man.
Yeah,
Dude, I saw it like one time when it was out. I don't know.
you should watch it again. It's a great
I
movie.
might. Actually, I might. Yeah.
It's filmed in Toronto and
I
based
know.
in
I
Toronto.
love those
Oh,
movies
yeah.
where you can just kind of, oh, I know, when you get to point out, oh, I know where that was. Or they just timed, they just teleported because that's impossible. That's my favorite. You know?
Exactly.
But yeah, I will check that out.
What
Those
was
are
the
good
third
movies,
one?
though. And also, like, okay, yeah, so it was Scott Pilgrim versus the
500,
World,
500 Days of Summer.
500
Quirky
Days of
girl.
Summer. Yeah. Yeah.
Eternal Sunshine, yeah.
And Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind really messed me up.
Angry hipster girl.
Yeah. Darker vibes, but like also you have a darker vibe, like it's like a both of them.
He
vibe,
likes that.
And I think
yeah.
that's
No,
why.
it's I see the darkness in you, like.
And I think that's why those movies kind of
like-
related to me, because I'm too cynical of a person, whereas if they were too happy, it would be like, oh, this is not real to life. Whereas like they felt like, oh, there's something that's appealing, and then you learn like why it's not what you think it is, and that's like, I don't know. I'm a very cynical person, so that like it seems like I can connect to it a little bit more.
Have you seen Bliss? Carson?
No.
With Owen Wilson and I think Selma Hayek.
There she is. She's back.
No, I have not seen it. I'm just looking it up
It's-
here.
Yeah, it's really cool. And the reason I bring it up is because it's one of those that kind of is open-ended, where based on your interpretation and whether you're optimist or pessimist or cynical or whatnot, it can really inform what you think was happening in the movie.
Yeah, but I'm looking at some of the pictures, and she doesn't have blue hair, so not really into it.
Fair enough.
Not hipster enough.
Yeah. Where's the multiple visible pockets on those pants?
It's just what,
And the crop
hipsters
top.
are to you. With a band shirt.
Band shirt,
Band
the
shirt.
baggiest pants that are seemingly still very low for some
She
reason.
has to look like the lead singer from Formative.
Ah,
Or Avril
Yes.
Lavigne.
Or
yes, a
I miss
combination
baggy
of those
pants,
two.
man. So many pockets.
Yeah. It was a good time. Yeah,
Like
everything has to be
on-
tight
for
now.
us or for girls,
I
women.
think
Everybody,
in general.
everybody should have 8 pockets available to them.
Yes, many pockets.
right.
I agree.
I will keep this going and
No,
send it
let's
back.
stay on this.
I mean, hey, you can bring it back to this on your next one. But I'll hand it off to Ben to go more into horror territory, I guess, if that's where you're going.
Yes, that is where I am going. Once upon a time, I got into a little bit of wanted to watch a lot of the classic horror films, kind of, that vibe, right? So I watched The Evil Dead again because I love those movies. I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which thought that was very interesting and had a lot of like sonic disturbance. Like I thought they did some really crazy stuff with the music that they would just play like tones while they're showing you taxidermy. Like F that noise. Like it's very disturbing. I knocked stuff over. It's all good. The movie I want to talk about, though, in that same thing that kind of messed it up for me was the movie The Exorcist. I was okay with a lot of movies, but the movie The Exorcist really scared the heck out of me. I was intimidated to watch it for a bit, even knowing about it at all. The original one haven't been since the 70s. I mean, actually, is it 1970? Where I did some.
I want to say it's like 78, 79-ish.
Yeah, somewhere. Anyway, old and terrifying. The whole thing scared the crap out of me. Similarly, I'd gone to Catholic school my entire life, so all that stuff was incredibly possible as well, and very, very spooky. And then they just the way that they made Linda Blair look was super, super, super creepy, and everything was creepy and awful. And I watched it at a friend's house. So I was not in like my own domicile when I watched it. So I actually, after watching that movie, had slept on a couch in front of the TV. So I, if the TV's off, it's a black mirror. If I leave the TV on, I'm constantly seeing flickering light everywhere. And I'm in the country. So when you're in the country and you try to look out the window at night, you can't see anything because there's no sources of light out there. So you're just getting the bounce of the light on the inside. So what could be behind there? Well, there's this part of The Exorcist where randomly throughout the movie, a white face with red eyes appears out of the darkness. It's apparently the demon that has possessed Linda Blair, I found out subsequently. But it just comes out and, like, I don't even know if it ever made a sound. It just, like, moved around a little bit. And then, don't ever do that to me. Like, it really upset me. There was something wrong about it in my head, like in the monkey part of my head. Like, no. Like caveman parts were just recoiled at this. So I didn't sleep that night at all. And by the way, I was 24 years old.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. It really, man, that's a spooky movie. Everything else it kind of took the edge off of everything else because I got so spooked out by that movie. Nothing else is anywhere.
Yeah.
At least it's not that. Like, at least I'm not worried that they actually possessed a gal. Just a little, you know.
They did.
I think that's the
It's
crux.
real.
I think that's the crux of this theme is, yeah, they were so early, or maybe not early, but they were so formative that it becomes your reference point. Like, to me, again, I immerse myself in this, and it's probably because I was so scared as a kid that it was either like learn to swim in it or just you're not gonna, because I would have night terrors. I had watched all this stuff way too young, but I loved it. It was like a moth to a flame, right? And to your point, you see some of this stuff early enough, then everything else is just like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Yeah, at least they're not popping a face out and going boobity boobity boo every time I think that they're done.
Not the bubbity boo.
Yeah. It's what they did. It's what they did, Paulo. They just scare me. It's, you know, it's right up there with whoever put that. We're talking about video games before. Whoever is designing it so that when I fall off a ledge in a video game, I get the physical sensation inside of my body of feeling like I fell, like I'm falling, because like they've done such a good job of representing that and having like the wind whoosh and all that stuff in your headphones. And whoever put that in, like whosever job that is, they can go to hell. Okay? They can just get out of here with that. They're geniuses at it, but it's spooky. I don't need to feel death like that duck walk across your grave feeling while I'm trying to, you know, run around and shoot aliens, robots and whatnot.
When you talk about
I don't want to get off on a rant here.
looking out the window and like certain scenes impacting you like that, I'm the same way with Hereditary. If I'm ever in a dark room where I can't see like the corner of a room, I don't know if you guys have seen Hereditary, but there's like a creepy scene like that.
One of my all-time favorite movies. Fantastic.
Okay.
You know, it's
like kind of like the Blair Witch Project at the end, right? When they walk
he's standing in the
the
corner.
They're just standing in the like facing
Never
away, and you're
watched
like,
the Blair Witch Project.
what? That's
And I'm
insane.
not going to. I talked about there being a list of things I want to watch. That one I'm intentionally not watching.
That's good because I just spoiled the F out of a part of it. Like hard.
I know the ending. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you though?
I guess not.
To remove some heat from Carson, I still haven't seen Exorcist either.
That's crazy. You've seen multiple other Exorcist movies.
I get the gist of it.
Wow. Oh my God. This is right up there with, I got a friend who like won't listen to Nirvana because it's like music has moved on. It's like, listen to it. It's good. Come on.
You know, that's a perfect description. Although that example specifically, I've listened to Nirvana. Just, I don't know why everyone had to know that.
I would say The Exorcist is worth watching. Like, The Exorcism and Emily Rose and like those stuff, like they take it to more intense, creepy, like body horror type things. But I feel like in The Exorcist, they do a lot of good filmmaking that's just creepy and weird. That's like somebody had to be really creative to think to do that.
It's really smart, creepy.
Yeah.
Buh. Anyway, that's okay. So, okay, wait. We wanted to make sure that we're breaking it up, but I feel like there has to be a pattern to the not breaking it up, right? Like, okay, who went before me?
Carson.
Okay. Elon.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the logical next step.
Is it?
Yeah.
If I wanted to derivate, would it be Paulo?
It would have.
It would, but then Elon would be silent for, well, not silent, but we would be skipping Elon.
We would be okay. So are we falling into a rotation? Is
Kind
that what we've ended up? All right. Well, hey, here we are. Elon, are we on? Are we entering into the third? Has everyone gone twice?
I think this is my second.
This is Elon's second.
Elon's second.
Okay, so
Yes.
after this, everyone will have gone twice.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. Cool.
I'm not going to say this one, and I'm sorry if I steal it from somebody, but because of just where we've been going, the first one that when you said, "Oh, I'm going to go there," Ben, the first one I thought of was Species. I don't know if you've seen Species.
Oh hell yeah, I've seen Species.
Right?
Yeah.
That's gonna get an honorable mention there because it could be on my list very easily. But
is this another awakening?
you know what I'm talking about?
Whoa, yeah, that dude. Wow.
Natasha Henstridge,
Lightning
right?
strike. Yep.
Carson had that name locked and loaded.
Yep. Can confirm. Don't need to research it. Buddy, I saw that at an all boys sleepover, and let me tell you,
it's tough. It's tough.
There was an awkward energy in the room.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing.
We've all had one of those, right?
Yeah.
An all boys sleepover where you watch
something inappropriate, and it's just like this is
completely
really
and you're just giggling to yourselves.
Yeah.
How is that a universal thing that everyone had to put up with at some point?
Put up with? We volunteered.
Oh yeah,
for
sorry.
it.
No, I rented it. Guys, we gotta check out this movie.
No, because you had to pick a movie and like pretend like, oh, I didn't know there were boobs in this.
Yeah.
To your friends.
Oh wow! Oh my god! I can't.
I guess this is happening.
I mean, we have to keep watching it, right? And then
I don't know. My friends would convince me with that. They'd be like, dude, you gotta come over.
This is why when the opportunity came up to watch Hard Ticket to Hawaii at a work event, I said no.
Yeah, right? You got to get street smart. Good decisions come from experience. Experience comes from making bad decisions.
That's very wise.
Yeah, we should put that.
That's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Carlos will make one for you.
Yeah. Absolute sweetheart.
Okay, I will go with a little more innocent, but still in the same vein for me. The Gate with Steven Dorff as like a 8-year-old.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain
I have
what
not
this
seen
movie
this
is.
movie at all.
Yeah, so this is kind of like not to the point where you can recall it totally, but more of it haunted me for years. And until the inception of the internet and my sleuthing got better, I had no idea what movie this was because I saw it so young. I think it came out in 87 and I was born in 86. So by the time I saw it, like sometime in the 90s, just on TV, it was probably just showing on TV. I had no idea what I was signing up for. But I would just be haunted by recurring nightmares of claymation monsters and just like these little scary demons. And I just, for the life of me, for a long time, I didn't know why. I was like, why am I so scared of claymation? These like little claymation ogres. Like, what is this? What happened to me? And then just throughout, by happenstance and memes and stuff, I guess, I eventually found out that it was The Gate. I still need to rewatch it, but again, terrified me. It made me lose sleep, bump in the night, everything, and I had no idea what it was. I just had these glimpses and these, I guess, dreams of this movie that I had seen. And again, it terrified me, but it's made me who I am because now I love it. I love getting scared. I love scaring myself. I love getting immersed in it.
What is the last movie that actually scared you? Like really scared you? Because you've been so immersed in all of it, like, and you watch, like, you're a junkie. I could tell, like, for horror movies, like.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like the last one that really, really scared me was probably Hereditary. Like just off the top of my head, Hereditary
good
is
answer.
A go-to. That scares, like that will scare you. But there are more. I mean, I could look at the list I watched last year. There were some new ones, but some of them I'm at the point where it's like it just impresses me on the delivery, you know, what the creative I guess focal point is, or like what they're going for. It's like, wow, it's so easy for it to just be rehashed or not to do anything new. So when you see the creative stuff, that I'm like, oh wow. I
cool.
had a list, but yeah.
So you're such a big fan of the horror genre that you're almost like, you're also appreciative, like you're almost like meta a fan of it, like you're a fan of them, the horror genre existing. in a
dude,
way, right?
I
And
wrote a
then like,
novel during COVID. Like I love it. Like
it's awesome.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's a
Well,
manuscript. It's not very complete and everything, but I made myself finish enough that it's like I think it's 5,000. I can't remember. Whatever. It was like it hit the clip, 5,000 words, something like that.
nice.
Elon's manifesto.
Yeah. But I look at it from a
How-
different lens, and it gets annoying with my wife because I'm like, you see what they're doing there? They're setting this up. They're setting this up. This is gonna come back. I've read Stephen King's book like on writing, sorry, where he goes through like his process and how he would just get coked out and drunk and doesn't even remember writing Carrie. I think he threw it out.
Oh.
He threw it in the trash, and his wife like found it and read it and was like, "This is actually pretty good. You shouldn't give up on it." But like, I'm a geek for it. I geek out. But yeah, the gate.
That's a fun fact.
The gate is, again, it's just really out there. It's an outlier, but I have to say it because it like Ben's saying now after that, like nothing really scared me. I was like, oh yeah, man, at least it's not these little weird claymation monsters crawling all over you and haunting your sleep.
This is funny because I'm obviously I looked up the gate. I'd never heard of it before, and the description on IMDb is kids left home alone accidentally unleash a horde of malevolent demons from mysterious hole in their suburban backyard. And it reminds me of this one time my parents and like so I used to have friends in the neighborhood growing up.
Quit bragging.
Should have worded that differently. We all lived close to each other, like next door neighbors, like a bunch of fucker.
It's not the flex you think it is, Paulo.
I lived close to my friends. And our parents one night all decided to go to a casino together, and then we all just stayed. They like all the kids stayed at one house to chill together, and we decided to play with a Ouija board in the basement, like a bunch of idiots.
Oh no.
And I was really young, so I don't remember how this was spelled out, but someone said like the Ouija board said that our parents were in trouble or something. So like
oh man,
we started calling our parents like nonstop, like you guys have to come home. Like we're so worried about you. And they came home and they were furious and they threw away our Ouija board. And we that's what the gate reminded me of. Sorry, I know the movie's not anything like that.
It's a righteous kill throwing out that Ouija board.
It was. They were the right
justified.
To do it. Yep. They were right to do it.
Just remove it. Nothing good will come.
They saved it. That's amazing.
They did. It could have been worse.
I mean, pictures of this movie is so scary with the eye coming out of the hand.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
I could have been anywhere around 10, 9, who knows.
You're so
no
brave.
I'm not. I was subjected to this.
It changed him. It's not bravery. It's a symptom.
But Paulo, honestly, that story is like something I would have wished happened to me. Like you would have told me that happened to you at school, and my dumbass self would have been like, "Aw."
We have too many Ouija board stories. Like,
why?
Quit messing around with the devil.
I had a friend growing up, like a family friend, who I guess was exactly like you, and I had just one. But he was like super into horror, so he would want to do all those like Bloody Mary things, and like you remember, like you go in the washroom and you
throw
turn off
water
the lights closer. Yeah, and then they say, "Oh, if you say it 3 times, there's gonna be blood on the sink or whatever." He was like,
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be in the room with it.
Oh yeah,
to this day, I'm not into it.
Yeah,
I would be like okay with it, but I'm not like, oh, I'm not screwing around with that myself. Like I don't. That still got me. Yeah.
To this day.
To this day, I why would I bother? Like
Try-
I feel it in my bones. Like I don't want to risk, uh, you know,
Try it
Bloody
right
Mary,
now while
you
we're
know?
on this
Nope.
team's call.
No, I don't want to. I won't do it. I've already said it once. That's too many times.
It's not.
But
I was
Yeah, like-
treating it like Beetlejuice. I was like, okay, here we go.
Yes, that is also how I was treating it, but like with a woman covered in blood.
A reverence.
Ah,
Or no, I guess respect. Like you respected it. You're like, no, this is. I was like,
I respect it to
let's
this
go.
day. Although thinking about it now, like I really hope it isn't like some sort of long-winded or roundabout way for people to shame women for having their estrus. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like, you know,
Maybe.
it's all
Yeah,
it's all, back in the
maybe.
day. You know, they're like, oh,
Maybe.
don't have your period, gals. Like, you know, shame, shame, shame.
It's
and like, then they're
scary.
like,
You'll be
Bloody
a demon
Mary.
to
You know,
haunt
don't
others.
say the name 3 times because there's, 3 days that they're gonna be bleeding. You know, like, it's.
And then you
It's
go and
always
haunt
something
little children.
dark. Yeah. Like you got to watch out. Also, like there's all kinds of sayings, and you find out you're like, oh, that's terrible. Like the backgrounds are just awful.
He has said it twice now, so we just need to get him to say it one more time.
Oh shoot.
There we go.
By the way,
I won't do it. Paulo, don't engage me.
What was
did you
that
guys-
drink you had at the
Oh, you mean a Bloody Mary? Oh, darn it! No, it's fine.
Oh, no.
We're fine.
Ben, watch
Fine.
out!
I'm
Behind
I'm
you.
just gonna hold this. It's funny you'd say watch out, Paulo. Knowing
Okay,
your
don't.
arachnophobia
Okay,
is
it's- I get it. Okay.
yeah. I'm just saying.
And that's all the time we have,
Gun go
guys.
pop. Gun go pop.
know what's gonna be
I
cute?
thought about it a long time ago and was electing not to do it, sir. But I
You know what's
will
gonna be
not.
cute?
But don't
when your
come at
partner
me.
instinctually comes and turns the light on for you, Ben.
Oh,
She's gonna know.
shoot,
She's like,
yeah.
I'm gonna come turn it back on for you, cause you said it 3
Yeah.
times. You did.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. It'll be fine. Although weirdly, I'm looking at like a picture of a zombie from the gate. Like gross. There's a bunch of bad stuff that seems like it's happening in this movie.
I haven't
Spooky,
watched
spooky,
it
spooky.
since. I will. I'm gonna try to do that for this October.
Wow. These
Um,
goblins look creepy as hell. Okay, I gotta stop looking at it.
Speaking of the whole like say 3 times and it appears thing, did you
Mm.
guys know in the show Community over like an entire season they say Beetlejuice 3 times and then the 3rd time is a Halloween
shows
episode?
up in the
Yeah,
Halloween episode. I forgot. about
such a great
Awesome.
show.
So
Such a
good.
great show.
Such a good show. Oh, my God.
Iconic.
Yes. All the
Okay.
Halloween episodes were just so good. And
Yeah.
Honestly, it was game changing when I saw the first Halloween episode. There, I was like, "This is what TV can be."
yeah, so
um,
good.
I guess I'll go to Ben just to break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. The next movie I'm going to go with is the movie The Substance.
That's the recent one, right?
Yes, that one. Man, that was gross.
Yeah.
Whoa, that
Yeah.
was a gross movie. It's crazy the effects that they did there. So spooky and eerie. It's kind of in the horror area that we were talking about. Like, kind of like freaked me out really bad. Like, I'm never gonna watch it again. But there's parts of it that I really remember in a really dark way. Like, a person shouldn't crawl out of another person. That's awful. Like, oh God. And then all the weird body horror stuff that just continues to like build and build and build. And you're like, okay, well, that has to be kind of the end of it. It's like, nope, even further, even more awful. Oh my God, you won't believe this. And gross. So gross. Man. Great movie. But like just I've seen a lot of gross movies. Like I've loved zombie movies. Like I one of my favorite movies is Brain Damage / Dead Alive. That weirdo Peter Jackson thing, and then they use so much blood. It had like a world record. I'm good with it, but like this movie just grossed me the f out. It was so disturbing. I paid to watch it because I think the Oscars were coming up, and we felt like we had to watch one of the movies that was going to be nominated, and that seemed like the best one. I question that thought process now because it was just such an intense movie. Like, really, just the whole thing is just at you and like lights flashing, and it's really kind of like an experience, but like a really gross experience. Yeah, really. Oh man, sorry, but wow.
That movie has definitely played at an all boys sleepover before.
Yeah, man, that's tough.
Yeah.
Because some of the dips in there are like some high highs and some low lows in that movie.
I still haven't seen it.
You still have not seen it?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Yes,
if you're not
I'm
a fan of
happy-
body horror, yeah,
I'm
it's
not.
probably a pass.
Well, you should watch it. Because everything after this will be like, okay, no problem. Like, I watched the worst one.
I don't know. Carson made me watch Possessor last year, and that was pretty bad.
Okay, that has been called out online as like one of the worst ones for that. So that's fair. Yeah, spooky. Yeah, I haven't watched that one, but I am aware of it, like
So-
canonically.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Would you say?
that is
Oh,
messed up.
okay. Yeah. Would you say the substance has kind of shaped you to the man you are today?
Yeah, this unfortunately this is the other one. Oh wait, Paulo hasn't seen it. What are we talking about? I can't go into it, Paulo. I don't want to spoil it.
That's fine.
No. And I think I've said enough. It's super gross. It's crazy, some of the stuff that they do, and it is though thoroughly enjoyable as they're doing it. Like, they do it extremely well, but like there's also again, early horror had a lot of these weird, we're just going to make you upset kind of like audio and visual cues, and that's present in there of like, okay, we're just there's going to be like a flashing strobe effect for 10 seconds, and then you're going to go on to something else that's just going to be fucking crazy, and then some other thing is just going to be the like sexualized to the point of absolute absurdity that it exits any kind of sexualization.
Nice.
Like, it's like, oh yeah, that's a object. What are we doing? Like, as a people, what are we doing as a people? Anyway, crazy movie. And I saw that when I was 41 years old. Yeah, there are two Bens on this earth. Ben before he saw the movie The Substance, and Ben after. Yeah, really, what the F on that movie. Crazy. What's happening? Oh
Do you
my
miss
God.
the old Ben?
He was a pussy.
So now that you're new Ben,
this new Ben's hard into the world.
now you're ready for
Rock hard.
Titan.
Yes. Rock hard, Paulo. Yeah.
New Ben is just rock hard.
Rock hard. He's
All
just hard as hell.
Stiff.
Rigid.
Okay,
but do you watch like the Human Centipede movies and stuff like that?
No.
No? Okay,
No,
yeah, no, okay.
no.
I'm not. I hate those. I saw the
watched
first
the
one
first
and
one.
didn't want to. Yeah.
I saw like the South Park that addressed it, and that was good for me. Like,
Yeah.
I get no. Blah.
Okay.
But there's a certain point where it gets to too absurd, where you're not watching something that really gets to you. Whereas the certain ones that are real enough to bring you into it, those I find are the ones that are the harder
Yeah,
ones to watch.
yeah.
The only part that I really loved about that movie, not loved, but thought was great, was that the front of the centipede had to be the one guy who couldn't speak English. Is the only
Of
Japanese
course.
speaking guy.
I don't even remember that.
That's
He's like
darkly humorous. Oh my
he's
gosh.
just talking about like he's having this whole monologue, and I'm sure no one else knows what
No
he's
one
saying.
understands what he's saying.
But they can't communicate because they're sewn mouth to anus, right?
Yes, that
Correct.
is the crux of the human centipede.
Yeah. I'm picturing it, and it's awful.
I mean, after consuming the substance, it's probably nothing.
I'm not risking
Yeah.
it. I'm not risking
new
it.
Ben. This
No.
is new Ben.
No.
Yeah, new
I
Ben.
don't want to hear my own statements back at me. Thank you. I will not be watching that film.
He's like old Leon now, Paulo.
What the hell does that mean, nerd? Old Leon, it's a Resident Evil reference. It's a Resident Evil 6 reference.
Yeah. Nine reference. He's just so cool now, unbothered by the fact that he's in this situation again.
Well,
he's just like.
Well, you wait until you get later in the game.
Yeah, I've heard there's some arc there, character arc, but yeah.
The first time
he's just like
10
so
games.
badass and everything. He's like, I've been in this, and they juxtapose him against a complete new character that is scared shitless.
I'm sorry to keep going back to Resident Evil 9.
I did it. I did.
But and I'm taking up that mantle every time you bring it up. But the one thing that annoyed me about that game is the girl. Her name is Grace. She's an FBI agent. She cannot say one line of her script without stuttering. And not that she has an impediment. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like,
are you kidding?
She was so scared.
it's like, okay, we get it. You're scared. But literally every line of dialogue is like, what was that? And,
oh no!
She's terrified.
Yeah, like she could just be talking to another person. It's like, I don't know where the flashlight is. Like it's she can't. There's no. It's until the end of like the entire game. She never speaks like one just straight through the entire sentence without.
She's always kind of whimpering.
Yeah.
Or like shivering.
Yes.
I guess for context, actually, and sorry to steal your thunder here, Paulo, but
totally
for context, this is important. Well, not important, but Resident Evil 1 for me was the first like horror game, and I didn't like necessarily play it when I first saw it. It was I'd go to my buddy's house, and his dad would be playing it, and his dad would be like, "Hey, go get me the Resident Evil CD," and my buddy Sam would go get it, and he'd be playing it in the background. Yeah, Sam Torres. Lost touch. He was my friend probably like in grade 5 or whatever, grade 3. But
damn.
Resident Evil 1. Again, it was like, new world. Wow, video games can be this scary. You don't have to just be watching movies. And that was one of the only ones that I've ever even really played through. I think I played through 1 and 3 by myself, and then I played 2 and 4 with buddies, either like sharing it or being the guy on the wing being like, oh, don't go around that corner, dude. With my roommate. Or go back, you missed a chest. So haven't played or paid attention since 5, kind of fell off. And then it started just getting a lot of attention right now. I think it's their best-selling Resident Evil of all time.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it to my brother. I was like, I think you might like Resident Evil. We're always talking about gaming and stuff. And he was like, I might get it. And I said, if you get it, I'll get it. So we got it together. And it's been really cool just bonding over that, like messaging each other. It's like, how far are you? And the point I'm making is Grace is now like an iconic punchline for us. Like Grace is not built for this. And I will say that to him anytime I'm like not comfortable or I'm scared or like, the sports team that we like isn't doing well. I'm like, they're acting like Grace right now, man. They're really just not. They're not giving confidence. She,
Yeah,
she's
100%.
the poster child of like just not confident in yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
Over her
yeah,
head. She's in over her head.
like they've made it very clear with how difficult it is for her to speak.
Oh man.
Anyways, sorry about that Resident Evil 9
Tangent.
guys.
It's great.
This is not sponsored by Capcom.
But speaking of
Not
Resident
yet.
Evil, did you guys? No, I am actually going to say something. There's another Resident Evil movie coming out this year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It is on my most anticipated top 10 most anticipated movies of 2026. Zach Krieger, who did Barbarian and I think Weapons, is directing it. So I think this one might actually be good, guys.
Resident Evil Renaissance. I'm
They're
here for
starting
it.
pretty small scale. I think it's like I don't know anything about the Resident Evil games, but they say it's like something about a mailman is like the main character.
Just random characters, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
It might just be a
Interesting.
zombie movie in that universe.
which is great
Interesting.
because I feel like when it's too
Yeah.
big of a story, you just kind of lose it.
Yeah. Well, then you
Agreed.
get like the last like Resident Evil 10 with Mila Jovovich, where they just threw in all the named characters for no reason.
Yeah. I stopped watching those at that point. And it's interesting that you say that, Carson, because again, as a junkie, one of the first subgenres for me was the zombie subgenre, like Night of the Living Dead. And there's one of my favorite is Quarantine, which I think is the English adaptation of Dot Rec, which was, I think, a Spanish one, if I'm not mistaken. But it's like all in a small apartment, and it's so claustrophobic, and it just is so cool to see that as opposed to where they've been going to lately, like Planet of Zombies. Like, guys, like it's fine to just have it in a localized, very claustrophobic, contained story without much of an explanation.
We did a whole episode on Wreck and Quarantine one time.
all the Rec movies, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one in an airport, right?
There is, yes.
Did we do one?
That is-
airport. remember there was one
I
on a
spoke
boat.
about that one. There's the one on the boat I liked.
I'm sorry if I'm like swaying this way too hard into the horror, and I know we're not even close to like October, but
No, look, we've done so many horror episodes. Like not in October. It's just a thing now.
I hate
we
when
can go
start-
to fantasy.
When we talk about horror too much, I start like looking around my room here of like, all right, nothing's under my desk. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant I start looking around my room like, okay, when are we gonna start talking about something else?
This is painful. Whose turn is it?
It's up to you, I think.
Oh, is it? Did I just finish? Was that the gate?
No,
Yes.
that's B-Ball finished his,
Oh,
and now he's no.
Oh,
no, the
okay,
substance.
yeah.
Sorry.
I sent it to Ben as the
Right.
substance. You're right.
Right.
You're We're
Right.
back.
And then we took it over.
Hijacked.
Carson.
I was trying to call an audible mid recording because I feel like all of mine are quite boring, but I can't think of any other exciting ones to talk about. So I'm going to talk about The Life Aquatic and Rushmore.
No, this is
Very
good insight into
traditional,
Carson.
Wes Anderson movies, and Wes Anderson movies are no longer have that same whatever they had back when I initially watched these, but I would have watched these when I was like 16, 17-ish, and that's still a very formidable age. And again, continuing on this theme of me being a bit of a loner, not really liking people a lot when I was growing up, I think part of me felt like, or there was always a part of me growing up that's like, okay, if you want to socialize, if you want to hang out with people, you kind of have to change who you are to get people to like you, especially in a city like Saskatoon where everyone's the same. There's not a whole lot of diversity there. And I feel like that those movies, particularly Rushmore, but a little bit of Life Aquatic as well, where you see weird people just being okay with being weird. the third movie that I'd written down for this one was Big Fish. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that with Ewan McGregor.
It's Ewan
Love
McGregor,
Big
right?
Fish. I've seen
Love
it over and over again. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like just having interesting characters who seem to be getting along, but also the fact that other people accept the weird people for who they are. I think Life Aquatic was probably one of the more notable ones for me there, just because it's like a whole group of weird people together, kind of as a family. And I feel like that kind of helped me come out of my skin a little bit of I can just be me, and if people don't like that, like fuck them. And you eventually find people that
Yeah.
actually want
You
to be
find your
around you.
tribe.
Yeah. And so that's kind of what those movies meant for me at those times. And I have kind of thought about this, and I think we were kind of alluding to it, Ben, and this was another question I was going to ask is like, at what point do you stop forming as an individual? Because
Oh,
when I
yeah.
look at Wes Anderson movies these days, they just do nothing for me. And I don't know, is that because Wes Anderson is not the same director that he was? Or have I grown to the point where that like message and that topic no longer means anything to me? And I think that's an interesting question to pose of like how much things can still form you. But yeah, they definitely don't do them for me anymore. But at that time, Wes Anderson was the shit for me.
Well, I, for
Absolutely.
one, Carson, am happy to be part of your tribe.
Whether you want to be or not.
Oh, I want to be.
Nice.
Anyway,
That's awesome.
Now,
That's
those,
my-
I can
no, those
definitely-
movies were
that
super
resonates,
cool, and that vibe
Yeah.
was really good. Like, and they all had like their own soundtracks, of groovy, unique tunes in them, and yeah, yeah. No, the really, really a fun director, especially around that time. I also think of the Fabulous Mr. Fox or the Fantastic Mr. Fox or whatever. That movie with the stop motion is just amazing. Like anytime I catch that on TV, I'm stopping. Like I'm just I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna watch that. It's a good time.
I have like a Wes Anderson coffee table book-esque thing where it's just like a bunch of like quirky images from Wes Anderson movies, and I recently found it and my daughter was looking through it, and obviously she's way too young to get any of that, but I just wonder like what her version of that will be in like 15 years from now.
Right. And will it be just super fast? Right? Things are speeding up.
It's
So
weird,
much.
like thinking
So
about this conversation that we're having about like you think about the movies that formed you. It's like 10 years old, stuff like starts to slip through, and like she doesn't watch movies today, but we've started talking about like having family movie nights at some point. I'm like, oh, am I gonna pick a movie at some point that's going to be formative for her and is like going to be a big part of her development? That's kind of like a weird thought.
It is. It is. Man.
Right. Will it be like one that maybe was too early, and so it leaves like this kind of impact on them, or that's just they particularly were you didn't know this, but they're terrified of lakes, and they're
No,
just
man.
watching something, and it's like, oh my god, wait, is that a commercial for the Kawarthas? And they're just like, wow, and then that's how you find out, and then that's
I am living it. I'm living it because again, they're 10 and 7, so we're bonding a lot over video games, just pop culture, the stuff. And again, because there are so many nostalgia merchants, I get to be like, oh, I liked this when I was your age, and we kind of consume together, and
Right.
that's including
Yes.
music. So recently, like for whatever reason, 21 Pilots is just something we'll listen to when we're all playing video games or all in like similar space together.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
Drag Path is one of the newest songs. So I was just like, hey guys, new 21 Pilots song came out. Let's all watch the video together without me vetting it first. And it is just like this kind of really touching. Like it just gets you unsuspected. It's a curveball. And
I thought this
I
was going a
definitely
completely different way.
no, and it like my 7-year-old was like, that was so sad. I have to watch it again. And I'm like, oh, that was definitely one of those like core memories just I innocently just core memoried you with like one of the saddest things you'd ever see.
That's cool
And
to
it was
have
just
like
so innocent.
the shared interest though, because like right now my daughter is exclusively into Disney princesses, and I'm like,
Right,
okay,
right.
let's get to the point where you can watch The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
yeah. Get her in there with Brave first, segue. Get Brave as the Disney princess, or Mulan. And
I was
start
talking to her today
segueing
about
in.
Hercules. We got to get her watching Hercules.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, start making the jumps. Like this she really kicks ass, eh? Yeah. Really handles that sword pretty cool there, huh?
Yeah,
I see it. There's this movie with a lot of elves and stuff. And I like a lot of swords. Like if you like the sword part, I'm telling you, you're gonna see some stuff. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Or drunk dwarves, right? Are you right?
Yeah, I can show her a picture of Kate Blanchett, and it's like, princess dress. You're into it.
Right. This
she is no man.
Same.
Although speaking of like core memories and freaking people out when they're young, we do have a poster of the Mummy, because my daughter is named after Rachel Weisz's character from the Mummy, and I feel like we're gonna end up showing that to her way too young, and that'll create another core memory for her.
Yeah, there's some jarring special effects in there that I don't know, maybe do you warn them up front, or do you just let them see like the decayed flesh of a desecrated mummy?
I watched that movie when I was 9 years old, and that left.
She's got to go into it cold like we did.
I'm just...
Yeah.
But we know. See, the thing is, we know. Like, if you don't advise, then are you not laying a trap?
Luring, Ben. We've used luring before.
Luring, sorry, yes. Into what? We don't know. Just lured. Is it a trap? Do you lure things into a trap?
Into character development.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hardship, right?
Yeah.
Sleep coal
paralysis
under pressure makes diamonds.
Follow didn't raise no grace.
Oh my god. I sure hope not.
Oh my god.
It remains to be seen.
And we brought it back to Resident Evil.
We're back.
So what I really love about Resident
Finally.
Evil 2, the remake, is
yeah. Hot takes on Resident Evil 2. I can participate.
Oh man.
I know nothing of Resident Evil.
Oh, you got to get on that, Ben.
Like there's 17 of them, man.
I
There's
know.
too many.
And one of the
they're so
reviewers, I was listening to it again today, just threw them on YouTube, just listening to like the reviews and the talk about it. And they're like, it's not probably the best entry point, even though it's such a good game. It's probably because it's a lot of fan service. It refers to a lot of things back, and like it just wouldn't be fair probably to somebody to come in. That's what the guy's opinion was, and I was like, yeah, Ben just said it, because there's so much else like context to come into.
This game's for the fans.
Which is nice. Which is nice. I don't like the broader audience thing that we were going through recently.
I feel it from Carson. Let's maybe move on from Resident Evil
let's move on.
discourse once again.
Well, at the risk of bringing it back up, I'm gonna hand it to Paulo for his next one. So
Yeah. Oh, let's go. Which Resident Evil movie will it be?
The power in my hands. All right. Am I last? Like, is this the last one?
No, you're giving to Elon after.
Okay, good. I don't want this to be the last one. This is really weird. Like, if anyone's like paying attention to my picks, they're just gonna think I'm a really weird person. But
all right.
This is a safe space, Paulo.
It's not that weird.
Love it.
First honorable mention to a 4-way tie, which is Rush Hour 1, 2, and The Mummy 1 and 2,
Nice.
because that was just my entire humor with my friends throughout high school. But I couldn't pick one of those. I had to pick Saving Private Ryan.
Oh wow.
Because I don't know why, but I remember being in elementary school and going to the library a lot and taking out every single book that they had about World War II.
Huh.
And I
Cool.
couldn't get it. Like I understand now that it's a war and war is bad, but
But you were just crazy for World War II.
like I had to
Yeah.
know more about it. I had to learn
Yeah.
everything. I watched like I think The Longest Day. I watched that when I was like maybe 11, 12 years old. Um,
Oh man.
for those who don't know, it's like
Awesome.
D-Day in black and white.
Oh man.
And
Oh my
it's
god,
like
that's super heavy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And like Band of Brothers, you know,
Yeah.
I mean that's later on, obviously,
Yeah,
but like literally every piece of media and literature about World War II, I took in at a very young age. And Medal of Honor,
Yeah.
another video game, had a large part to play in that, and the beginning of Call of Duty before it turned into whatever the hell it is now.
No, I
Yeah.
get that, man.
Love it.
I was obsessed with snipers at one point with like Enemy at the Gate, but no, I really this
Enemy at the Gate. Yeah.
yeah, that genre for a while. And like much to Carson's point, I don't know what it speaks to in terms of formative, like what I was looking for. Well, I can tell you what I was looking for. I was looking for like the journey, kind of like what he was talking about earlier, right? Like somebody gets to go out there, and obviously this is just the romanticized version. Like you go there, you go through difficult times, you build this camaraderie, maybe you lose a friend or two, but then you come back home a hero and all that, and you're a man now. But now it doesn't do anything for me. But like in high school, it was like, or leading up toward end of elementary, early high school, it like you, I was obsessed, which is it's so cool that you said that. I
Yeah.
was into all of it, documentaries, all that stuff. And then now it's
Until you
like,
understand the gravity.
yeah,
of-
right? You change.
Yeah. So, that's it's just completely random out of left field, but that was a large part of my childhood. And to this day, my wife I'll drop some World War II facts on my wife,
Well, damn.
unprompted,
That's
unsolicited.
did you have a particular area of interest? Like, were you mostly about like naval battles or
Yes.
air battles
tell.
and stuff? Or
No,
like it was primarily battle based, or was it like some of the more particulars of the one side there?
Was it the
Just-
Lusitania that got us into the war, Paulo?
No, it's the mostly just the Western Front, and there's also obviously the Pacific, which it hits
Okay,
close to
right,
home
right.
for me. My parents have had
Sure.
some stories about their parents and their parents during the war. So, that was my jam for a long time. I mean, it still kind of is, obviously, but again, I feel like I need to keep repeating this considering the state of the world today. War is bad.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
It definitely does hit differently. Like, okay, if I should be serious for a little bit, but like, I am getting older finally, and like having a daughter, just I am so much more sensitive than I used to be, and like I take in everything differently, like
The
media
gravity of things.
yeah, which I already said, but like it's just kind of explaining a little more about the reason why. And like even it's kind of embarrassing, but like even random commercials have like have gotten me
Make you
like
tear up. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've had to be like, okay, I have to take a second.
Yeah.
There was I don't know how I got here from Saving Private Ryan, but it's like take Upham, Private Corporal Upham, for example. He's the one who like lets the other guys die because he's too scared to go into the fight.
Oh, right.
Right.
In the stairwell.
Yes. I hated that guy back
Yeah.
in when I first watched.
That scene scarred me, man.
Yeah, like with the whole knife fight, because
Mhm.
like he's like slowly getting stabbed, and Upham's just sitting there like a little
Paralyzed with
bitch.
fear.
Yeah.
With fear.
Yeah, but
What would you do if a spider was in the room while that was happening, Paulo? Would you run in there and help?
you know how many times I've played that scenario in my mind?
I'm just saying,
Oh yeah.
from his perspective of fear, that he was paralyzed.
I'm
I'm not making excuses. I hated him too my entire life, and now I'm just saying this probably as a father.
Yeah, it's funny because if there was a murderous soldier in the other room, I would be more likely to go into that room than if there was a spider in there.
Right?
Yeah.
But for him, the spider
like
is
a
that
little
guy.
Spider?
Not a little, like the tiniest
big
ones
is
I'm
the
okay with.
Okay.
Like,
so like how big a spider is it before you're like, I'll take the murderer?
If you if you can
Like
see,
what? Like if it's like a foot, like if it's like a foot-sized spider, like a big
spider?
old spider.
no,
No, like I'm
if
saying
it's-
like unnatural.
if you
No.
can see, if it's like the size of a
Do
coin,
not
that's
try
where
to
it
circle
starts
game
to.
me, man.
Uh-huh.
So like this kind of
Yeah.
Like a loony quarter.
Yeah, that's where it starts to get dicey, where I have to get the vacuum out. Anyways,
Alright.
that's me. I'm gonna send it back to Carson. No, I'm just kidding. It's Elon's turn.
But
I'm gonna pull an audible and change it to no.
Resident Evil.
No. I'm pulling an audible, and I'm not gonna do the horror genre. Although this one did have some terrifying stuff in it. It is the Never-Ending Story.
Oh, okay.
Like really helped
Yes.
form that again, and you kind of hit these tones, Carson, with that escapism that formed who I am. Like I lived in my head. I'm actually a quite introverted person, but I do well in social scenarios. But like a lot of time I'm introspective, I'm observing, and I would escape a lot in my imagination as a kid, especially being like, I think we moved around, not a lot, but like until kindergarten, I moved around a lot, and I wanted to fit in a lot, but I was introverted, so it was quite conflicting, and I was just being my imagination a lot of the time. And a big part of that was the Never-Ending Story, and it was just such a good, like from start to finish, the way it was told with the grandfather telling the story, but also taking you to that world. So the whole escapism was very leaned into, and like there was a period of my life where like World of Warcraft was my escape. Like I had a friend community, just doing all that stuff, and I can probably bring it all back to the Never-Ending Story. And just again, it's not even just like a bright and sunshiny story, right? It's a real, it's a heavy hitter. So that is one of the things that really made me appreciate good storytelling, escapism. Like if you look at that, it's got everything that I'm looking for in what I like.
Mork is terrifying.
Is that the big long dog?
No, that's Falcor. You're wrong.
Okay. I can't remember the movie. I'm sorry.
Mork is the big black wolf that stays mostly in the darkness when he's speaking, and you can just see his eyes.
Right. I'm just scarred by Atreyu, man. Wait, no, not what's the horse?
Shadowfax?
No, Shadowfax is Gandalf.
No, that's Gandalf.
That's Gandalf.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it. I knew this.
We're
like,
embarrassing
the
ourselves,
other week.
guys. I knew this yesterday. Somebody bail me out.
Oh my god. No.
I should know this because this is another movie that I watched for the first time like 6 to 8 months ago. Definitely holds up.
I got it. Artax.
Leon Kennedy.
Artax. Oh my god!
I didn't even catch that one. I was like, wait, who's that?
I'm
I was
starting
looking
to
up
pick up on
Artax.
Resident Evil
Paula.
references,
Yeah.
independent of having ever played the game.
Yeah. But no, that was, and again, that was an audible, but you guys have had such good points, and they were again so introspective and self-aware and everything. That was really awesome. And so I started thinking about that while you guys were speaking and grew up a
Man,
little bit.
the never-ending story is so good, and there's such they definitely dip into like the creature effects are kind of creepy. Like they have a
Right?
little bit of an edge to it.
For a
So and
children's
like
movie?
yeah, there's a lot of sadness in it for a children's movie. Like there's some real stark, like, yeah, sometimes we're gonna die, like kind of stuff in that children's movie. Like it's pretty intense.
Which, like I said,
Uh,
it's kind of what happened with that in the 4-minute version of that music video for Drag Path. It was like this is a really heavily emotional thing for kids to be ingesting, and yeah, we just got that like in the 80s and 90s, man. It was like here's a full feature length film that is going to traumatize you, and you're going to grow up and be an adjusted adult.
nice.
So, I was going to end off this segment, and I think I kind of already kind of asked this, but I'll ask it again. We talk about things that formed us. Obviously, we're not 80 years old yet, but if you guys think about if you were to talk about this same topic like 20, 30 years from now, how much formative years do you think you still have? Like, because I think about this as, entering another stage of my life as a parent of like, I watch movies through a different lens now, and there's things that form me from that lens. Do you guys feel like you're formed, you're done, or do you think you're still watching movies today that change who you are?
Well, I would just say like yeah, I think I think there's still an opportunity to change it up. I'm hoping in like however long, hopefully hundreds of years. When I'm looking back, I'm gonna be like, wow, way back when Jackass 14 really changed my life, man. Like I just started seeing things the right way after Jackass 14 and that particular stunt from Johnny Knoxville Jr. Uh, you
Ben,
know,
think about this. Think about how you will look at post-substance Ben as being a little naive, just a tad naive. Like he thought he was
yeah,
so
just now,
bad at.
yeah, there, yeah. No, he hadn't seen anything. He hadn't really seen anything. He wasn't staring some stuff down like that.
My sweet summer child.
Yes, so innocent, so pure. Now just sullied. Oh, man, that movie's gross. 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 It shouldn't affect a grown man this much this late in life. I agree. But I do think, yeah, to bring it back, yeah, I hope to be still kind of pliable, like I want to be able to keep up, keep changing. I feel like that's kind of a good sign that you're engaging with your life, So then you're living it. It's great, that kind of stuff. Again, we're going deep, deep. It's a deep ass episode. Who's up next? Who wants to wait? I'm past about Carson's hosting this part. Carson, that's you.
I don't think, well, I wasn't imagining this as a question for everyone, but I don't know, like,
Okay.
I'm sure there's gonna, like, I feel like if I watch a movie right now that's either about someone being a parent or someone working too hard and missing their kid's life, like, that'll impact me a lot more than, obviously if I was watching that movie when I was 10 years old. Um, there's definitely stuff that I've watched, like, recently that's been, like, oh shit, I gotta think about, like, who I am in my life a little bit. none of them
Yeah.
particularly come to mind, but it's definitely still happening.
I gotta imagine "Jingle All the Way" hits completely different now as a
Aw.
father, right? You know,
Honestly, wow, that's
if it's
such a
just
good
kind of
example.
like, for me, it's just kind of like a hypothetical thing. But you guys are like, what if I was disappointing my kid? Like,
No,
like
that's
real, it's real. Like, and then
it's our
you know,
favorite, one of our favorite Christmas
it's
movies. Oh, wow,
so good.
perfect.
And I've said this before. It is the salesman's dream Christmas movie. All you got to do is make one big sale
You
and
don't
everything's
understand.
good. You get that one present, the right one, all of your sins are forgiven. Baby, doesn't matter if you were some shithead. You got the doll. Ugh. You know, because everyone can see themselves falling down like that and kind of being disappointed in themselves, not being able to show up the way they want to. Anyway, yeah. So, like, stuff like that, right? That's going to hit differently.
See, hypothetically,
It's
for me, I'm
hypothetical
just
for
like,
me.
yeah, exactly. But for me, it's like, no, actually, it was just like fun. This guy's name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. You guys don't really know him now outside of the context of his government, like, his publicity. And it's like he was just a wild man. Look at the movie he made about stealing like dolls for his son, like the toy for his son. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's more fun. Whereas you're thinking it'll be more like, hey, I don't want to let him down and blah blah blah. And
oh yeah, okay. So you wouldn't. It's not.
no,
You're
it's
not
cool.
taking it real. You're not taking it.
Yeah, no, it's cool to
not
see
in
how
it, but
like
it's good.
how I don't know. I guess I did look at it, and I would have probably thought the same, similar to you before. So, like you said, like pre experiencing it, and then after, you might have like, this is how I think I'll react to it, and then it's like completely different when you actually go through it.
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, Paulo, you wanna go? Oh, his headphones.
He's just letting us know that he's gonna be away from his headset for a second. So
Okay.
that's all.
I can
I didn't
transition
necessarily
this.
answer.
Yeah,
No, I
if
didn't
you want to
necessarily
answer,
answer, but yeah, for sure. I think, just like we've all been saying, I was thinking through the lens of, we saw them and they were formative when we were 10 or around that age, and Ben came in with some really good examples of what is going on now, and I didn't even think of it that way in terms of like, you see something now. Not to get too heavy, but Sovereign was a movie that I saw recently. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, where it was again, they just changed the way you look at things. They change the way you think about something, and it's formative. And like you said, Ben, it's good to be a little bit more malleable in terms of your thinking. Essentially, it's just showing you the point of view of some people who end up coming to odds with law enforcement and have a shootout at the end. I hope that's not a spoiler. I think it's based on a true story, but you go from thinking, oh, these are bad people, to you see their side of the story. And as a parent, I was just thinking like, man, that poor kid just you can't choose what family you're born into, right? This young man gets brought up into like, I think, a far right family, and that's what ends up happening to him. But I was thinking of it as like, this poor child didn't get to choose his family that he grew up in, and kind of got indoctrinated into it and sucked into that life without really having a choice or a chance. And that's different of how I would have thought of it before I was a parent. So again, these things, I hope, as my life changes, will impact me differently. And so by 80 or whatever, like you said, Carson, I do think we're going to be looking back, and hopefully I'll be able to say, like, I saw something this year or next year or when I'm 50 that did form who I was. So great question.
All right.
Is Paulo back?
We're going to see
No?
if...
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I have new AirPods, and I've never tried to connect them to my laptop before. so I just learned how to do it now while you guys were talking.
If you have thoughts on
I
that
was,
subject, I don't know if you're listening, but go ahead.
no, I was. I mean, it was tough for me because it's not so much like how I watch things; it's like what I watch. Because number one, I already don't watch a whole lot anymore, and I've already mentioned like just things hitting differently, which I think everyone's kind of on the same wavelength. But yeah, it's just tough because I don't watch the same things. I have to be mindful a lot now of like what I'm watching. My daughter is just asking every single question about what I'm doing, so I have to be very careful of what I'm watching now, and I just don't end up watching anything really while she's around. I'll just watch things like on very low volume at night after she's gone to bed. So, like I guess when I do watch stuff, it's maybe how I like consider how I guess it just goes back to like how much more sensitive I am to certain things. And I'll use the World War II example. Like it used to be just something really cool that I would read about and play games about and watch about. But like now I'm like on Reddit, I'll see bombs falling in you know uh Iran and like Dubai, uh and that just like I don't like it. It's way real, and it's I guess I don't know. It that's I guess that just means there's a long, still quite a ways for me to go for how much longer I'll be alive. I don't know.
I feel like this, and I think I've mentioned this before on this podcast, we'll probably transition into more like daddy podcast type episodes of like reviewing stuff on behalf of what we want our children to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much are you going to regret putting your child in front of this, and then like a sliding scale for ages, like if up to a certain point, it's probably okay. Hit him on the ass on the way out the door.
I'm at the point where they're starting to get like attitudey about it too, and I'm the big kid being like, "No, guys, we're watching what was the one that came out on Netflix? The singing one. Turning
K-pop
Red
Demon
is
Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Thank you. And I'm like, let's watch K-pop Demon Hunters again. And they're like, Dad, that is so uncool. Like only. So I'm that corny dad now, and I'm like, but we're doing movie night and we're watching the Disney classics, or Jim Carrey and Robin Williams. Those guys. I'm driving it. So there's still that where it's like they. Sorry?
No, sorry, go ahead.
No. I thought you were cutting out, or I was cutting out, or anything. But it's like there may be a point where it's not even what they like. They're trying to be edgy and like the cool stuff that the other kids at school are talking about, and I'm like, no, come back.
I love this. It's like, oh no, you eat this broccoli. Trust me. Like you'll thank me. If I have to make sure you eat this broccoli, I will. It's scheduled. Watch Blues Brothers. You're watching it with me.
I'm gonna
sit
make
down.
You cultured.
Some of it is weird.
That's
Get in the car.
We rented a Disney encyclopedia from the library, so my daughter's been watching that, and like we go through, and then I'll get to the page about like Cars or like Up, and or Wall-E, and I'll be like, "Don't you want to read about these pages?" And she's like, "No, we got to go to Cinderella." I was like, "Let's talk about Lightning
Darn,
McQueen."
so close.
Don't give up.
Maybe you put a little bow on it or whatever. I don't know.
I'm
halfway.
not quite there yet. I'm not ready for that because my daughter is only 2.5. But like when it comes time and she's like, no, I mean, she already does that a little bit. Like, oh, I want to watch Moana, or I want to watch Finding Nemo. But it's like time for me to actually like be like, okay, we're watching this now. This is awesome. you have to love it.
Yeah.
I I already know she's not like she's more like my wife than she is like me. So I already expect that that's not gonna go over very well. But I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it can have like an ebb and flow to it, right? Like maybe not now, but then she'll come around like some nerdy shit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That definitely
Again,
happened with my
maybe
younger one.
they'll
Yeah.
see their version of the Phantom Menace and be like, "Holy f, that guy that was in Stranger Things, but now I'm horned for."
Totally.
Right? Although I guess at that point they're going to be like, real zaddy vibes, right? Like it'll be a while between then and now. Hopefully,
No, but that's a good example, actually, Ben, because I was trying to think of what is the cool, edgy thing, and it's like all the kids in my kids' school are talking about Stranger Things. Some of them haven't even seen it. You know what I mean?
I
And it's
haven't.
like that's the cool thing,
Yeah,
right?
I've seen like season 1. That's it.
Right. I stopped somewhere along the line, but the point is, like I'm saying, I'm still trying to keep them kids. Like, hey, can we watch the Goofy movie, guys? And they're like, but Stranger Things is so edgy. Which I mean is what I was doing at 10 watching From Dusk Till Dawn, right? So here we are, full circle.
Wayne's World, baby.
But the thing is, like, I feel like movies are just not a thing anymore. Like even more and more these days. So like, there's not going to be that. Well, maybe there will be, but there's not going to be Dusk Till Dawn for our kids.
There will
There's
always
not
be
gonna-
something.
There'll be something.
I guess.
It'll
I
be
don't know.
Dusk from Dawn-esque, but it'll be like 20 seconds long and filmed vertically.
Yeah.
You can consume by phone.
That's what I'm most
It'll be
worried about.
fully subtitled, but in like the most pleasant way, and then that'll just stand the test of time.
Just all on TikTok.
Yep, 100%. And
you know what it's gonna be is
or it'll be something else.
Some kids are gonna find a version of what's the Simon Pegg zombie movie? Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
And they're gonna be like, hey, look at this old movie I found. It's so hilarious and gross, and it'll be edgy, and it'll have that cult underground following, and we'll be like, oh, But I guess to Paula's point, that's not new, right? We're losing those for this generation coming up. Maybe.
It's weird to think about how old the movies are now that we like, that think are new, and like what that translates into old movies. Because like if you think about something like The Matrix, which I still consider a modern movie, like by the time my daughter could watch that, that'll be like a 30-year-old movie.
Oh my god!
Right. Yeah, that's nuts. Again, we talk about how some like that does not feel like a movie that's that old. The Matrix still feels very like near, but it demonstrably is not, because it is time bound, and that time is like, was it 25 years ago?
It's now 27 years.
Yeah. Crazy.
But listen to us old guys on our soapbox.
I know. Well, who invoked the name of it becoming like a dad pod earlier? It's completely deviated into fields.
Okay.
Dad Pod would be a good new title of the podcast. Check out our Dad Pod.
We are approaching 2.5 hours here. I am going to officially transition this into the final segment, which is me having fun game questions. No more deep questions about your life and who you are as a person. I'm going to ask silly questions.
Enough of that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether you get I don't know whether these are actual responses or whether it's going to be like a 5-second answer each. I have no idea. You guys run with it. But I have a series of questions about horror movies. It's kind of like, which would you rather do, this movie or this movie type thing. So I have like 6 or 7 of these. First one, because we've touched on this earlier. If you were in an exorcism / religious horror movie, who would you want to have protect you? Ed and Lorraine Warren, Max von Sydow from The Exorcist, or Constantine? Keanu Reeves, Constantine.
Constantine. Oh no, that's a bad answer.
Let's say if
How
you were
long-
possessed.
I'm gonna say Constantine. Yeah,
You
feels
think
like.
he'd really care to protect you?
I mean, no, I guess now that you say it like that, no.
Yeah.
But
I
like
don't know
I
him
didn't,
that well.
I didn't feel a lot of love from the Exorcist. You know, like it's kind of
The
not
Conjuring,
my
the
vibe.
Conjuring couple's gotta be the answer.
Yeah.
How effective
Agreed.
would they be really though? You
But
know?
like,
I know.
you can't even be in the same room with those other people. You know, like at least those guys can be like, so what? Like, what's the vibe here? Like, is everybody hanging out, or like, are you what? Like, you guys seem close, but it's not very intimate. I don't understand. I'm just trying to think how to weasel into the gal. Assuming in this fictional world, you know, I've transdimensionally traveled.
All right, next question. You're
Yes.
surviving a zombie apocalypse. Would you rather be in the Dawn of the Dead Mall or on the train to Busan?
Dawn of the Dead Mall.
Gotta be the mall.
Yeah, I can't justify the train in any way.
The train seems awful.
It's terrible.
I mean, at least it's going
Worst-
somewhere.
worst
The
place.
mall is, you're surrounded.
That's the one
There's
thing it has
so
going
much
for
more
it.
space.
Yeah, and number one, there's already zombies on the train. And number two, who knows where it stops and how bad it will be.
Or I mean, like, what if it just crashes when it stops?
That
Right? Like,
that too.
I'd just be really concerned about the fact that we don't really have someone driving this train, or we do, or like.
I also wouldn't make the mistake of leaving the mall ever.
Yeah,
Because
I'm all mall on this one.
that was their big mistake. They got restless and left. I would stay there forever. I'd be
I
be
mean,
fine
you'd
with
run
that.
out of resources. You'd run out of hygienic and running water
Yeah,
and stuff.
run out of food and water.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
What do you
I
mean?
watched a documentary on when Discovery was still Discovery, I think, and they did like what would happen if you actually had an apocalyptic event, and it talks about just the phases of the deterioration of society, and they were saying you'd have to get out of infrastructure because you'd start losing things like flowing water, and there would just be a pileup of sewage. So you'd have to start getting away from the city, right? And that's just to the point of that. Like you'd get to a position where it's probably just not hygienic to be in the mall anymore. It's just not safe. Like imagine when, I don't know, pipes burst or something like that. It's just not being maintained, right?
Right.
Well, now that's not fun.
So is it the train now?
No, it's still the mall.
Should have
Still
gone
the
with
mall.
like Snowpiercer instead of Train to Busan because it's
Ooh,
more
Snowpiercer's a
sustainable.
good sustainable.
All right, next question. Who would you rather be haunted by? It or It Follows?
Ooh.
I don't.
Oh, it follows.
I don't know who It Follows is, so I'll say it.
Basically,
Carlos
It
never got you to
Follows-
watch that?
No.
I pick it follows because that would mean I've had sex.
So basically, It
Yeah.
Follows is invisible to everyone else, but it's like someone who's constantly walking towards you, and as soon as they get to you, they will kill you. Unless you have
And
sex with
if-
somebody, and then it follows them.
you get haunted by it if you have sex with the person who it is currently following.
Yeah, it's some sort of
It's a haunting STI.
yeah,
It's-
essentially.
Gross.
So
Yeah.
if it's following you and you have sex with someone, it starts
It
following them
transitions-
until it kills them, and then when that person's dead, it starts coming after you. and then it just goes on and on down the line. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
not
then,
only do you need to do it, you need to make sure that person does it, or else it's going to come back to you.
Yeah. So like in
and
the movie,
each
one of the
time
guys.
you have it, you're kind of on a clock. If you don't bang down soon, this thing's
It's going to
kill
get
me.
you. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it comes while you're sleeping. It's not
So
going to
it
stop
kind of
following
makes you be, you know, a monster, right? Like it necessitates you to become a monster.
you. Yeah, because
But
it's
even
kind of
if you-
ruthless. You're like
transfer this
intentionally
demon.
passing it on. Yeah.
Mhm.
But even
Yeah,
if you
it's
give
a
it on,
pretty
like you
dark
never
stuff.
know when it's gonna come back for you eventually.
Exactly. 100%.
You just gotta hope that the person that you get it on with is also themselves
Yeah.
gonna get it on with somebody else. Well, like ideally a bunch of times, because otherwise, it's like the chain will come all the way back.
Come back
Yep.
to you. Yeah.
So you want
And
to
Paulo
bang them
said this is the one he
down.
wants.
So you want to bang them
Just to
down.
be clear.
Well, it's either this or the clown.
Oh wow, I would take the clown.
I'll take the
I don't
clown,
want
yeah.
to. Yeah, I don't think the clown will just like it will destroy you, right? Like, and this
And
sounds
people you
like.
love.
Well, I do I go first? Like I haven't seen it, literally. Yeah. But yeah, no, thank you.
It's either like
Uh,
a slow torment until it finally catches you, or just basically instant death, using your fears. But
Ugh.
with the slow torment, it starts with you having sex.
Okay, yeah, no, I think instant death, right? Like, cause I don't want to be like some kind of monster on top of probably still being killed. You know, like I've done something unforgivable, and
We're
I'm gonna
judging you here,
be killed.
Paulo.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't. Yeah, that's a rough one. That's a rough villain monster there. Oof.
All right, I'm gonna move
Dang.
on. I don't. This one might be a deep cut. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but would you rather escape from the recent Escape Room movie or from the Cube from The Cube?
Ooh.
I have not seen the recent Escape Room movie, so
I
I
haven't
don't know
seen
how
The
difficult
Cube.
that is. But the Cube, oh man, it's got to be the Escape Room.
Yeah, I think so too.
Escape Room.
I have also
Cube
not
is
seen
just-
the Escape Room movie, but The Cube is kind of seared into my mind from when I was young.
I guess for Ben, do you want to give it a little bit of a synopsis?
I don't even remember like how it initially starts, but basically they're all stuck in a cube where I think on each of the 6 walls in the middle there's like a door to another room. And I don't think it's every room, but I think some of the rooms or most of the rooms have some way of killing you. Like it might be gas, it might be knives, it might be whatever. So it's like you're trying to get from one room to another, not knowing if the next room is going to be dangerous or how you get out of the cube.
Okay. All right.
And they're
Spooky.
very serious, like murder chambers. You know,
Yeah.
like
Right.
Carson was saying.
So then,
it's
yeah.
tough.
Yeah, I would. I guess if it's it sounds like the Escape Room is the way to go. That sounds awful.
At least that one's kind of like a game.
Yeah.
And we've done an
pretense.
Escape Room. As
Who
a
hasn't done
team.
an escape?
As a team
Yeah.
I've
at
never
work,
successfully gotten out of an escape room, although I've never
Which
successfully
is-
gotten out of a cube.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know if I have either.
Exactly. I don't think I have either. So I mean,
I resort to infighting. I'm just I'm like a moth to a flame for infighting.
All right, next question. Do you think you would be more likely to survive a Final Destination movie or a Scream movie?
Scream.
Yeah, Scream.
Scream.
I fear death.
Yeah.
Like
Final
quite literally in
Destination
this
is
case.
fate. It's fate, man. I don't know. It's undefeated.
All right, I couldn't find. I was trying to think of a better example to go against Final Destination. I don't know if you guys know of maybe Smile, but
Oh, have you seen Smile 2?
Yeah.
I have
Smile
not.
2 is
That's
awesome.
it's impossible. It's impossible to beat.
What, Smile 2?
Smile 1 or 2. You can't beat
Yeah.
it.
But I
Alright.
mean, can you beat Final Destination?
Mm.
Final Destination's pretty good.
Presumably, people survive at the end of those movies.
It's-
At least like a one
so-
person.
True.
It is easier to survive Final Destination than Smile because Smile just makes you see
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Final
It's
Destination, you're at least
psychological.
at least you know what you're seeing is real.
Alright. Alright, 2 more questions. Which movie purgatory would you rather be in? Beetlejuice or Spawn?
Beetlejuice.
Oh my god. I don't even remember.
I was also trying to think of better movie purgatories, and I feel like there's a better example out there.
Have you guys seen What Dreams May Come?
Whoa, that's the one that I was thinking of. You took that right out of my brain. That's cool.
Yeah,
Robin
that
Williams.
was- yes.
I have not seen
I
that,
have
so
not.
I didn't put
I
that
haven't
as an
seen it.
option.
That's actually it's a good movie, but
What about The Void's Purgatory?
is that purgatory or is
At
that
the
just like a
end?
different?
It came
Yeah,
up on
was
a
it-
list when I looked at like movie purgatories, like that came up, Event Horizon
Okay.
came up, there was a few other ones that are maybe debatable.
Okay, but yeah, let's go with yours. What do you think, Paulo?
I haven't seen Beetlejuice.
Like, what?
I haven't
Okay.
seen it.
It's pretty good. Recommend it. It's crazy to me.
I
Or
just
wait.
never felt the desire to.
He was busy watching Arachnophobia then.
It's a little gross. It is gross. Yeah. Too busy watching Arachnophobia and loving every minute of it. This is the part of the podcast where I encourage people to do terrible things. Well, Paulo wants spider pics. Send Paulo spider pics.
That is so mean. I don't know, Carson, because I like the Spawn shout out because that does mean that universe exists. And I was obsessed with that, like as a teenager. Just the ability, not even the ability, the potential that someday you might break out as a Hellspawn and be able to go back with those powers. I know you're saying like, which would you rather be stuck in? But I'd rather be stuck in there with like the hope that I could get out as a Hellspawn. You know, just like that would be my lingering, like I will get out and I will be able to do that cool stuff. As opposed to, I guess the conventional answer would be Beetlejuice because it seems fun. But it has those, what was it, the nether worms or whatever they're called?
I think sandworms.
Sandworms, maybe.
And in
So, yeah,
Beetlejuice 2, I feel like it gets slightly less desirable, although I may be forgetting that movie.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
I should.
I think I
Alright,
have to watch it.
final question. Would you rather be stuck in the cabin in the woods with everything that's also there, or the hotel in The Shining with Jack Torrance?
Oh, the Hotel in The Shining. I just go straight to sleep.
Yeah, I would
I just
also.
knock right out.
I am intimidated by the cabin in the woods. I would be tricked into one of the options, and that thing would kill me. All of the things in the roster at the cabin in the woods is not something I'm into.
You'd like accidentally set everything free by touching every
Sure,
single.
yeah. I'm getting tag teamed by a minotaur and a mermaid.
Yeah.
Like, well, zombies are fighting to try to get in, but they can't quite get in because there's too much hot and heavy minotaur mermaid action on me.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like how
have you
we
guys
wrap
heard
this episode up with animals again.
With animals,
Oh,
again,
yeah,
full circle.
yeah.
Good job.
Full
man.
circle. Yep.
Have you guys heard that supposedly, and again, I think this is a fan theory, shares a universe with The Faculty, that Josh Hartnett movie?
Which one?
The Cabin in the Woods. The Cabin in the Woods. There are
Oh.
Easter eggs there are Easter eggs where they believe that the faculty was one of the previously failed attempts that they mentioned
Oh, at the ritual.
during the movie. They just like slip some one-liners like I think it was something, again, I'm probably butchering this, but at one point they say we're not going to mess up like chemistry did that year. And chemistry
Oh,
goes to how they were able to subvert whatever alien attack by Josh Hartnett's homemade shift chemistry set or whatever, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
his
there's all these little,
drugs, his homemade drugs.
yeah, so there were these little Easter eggs that a lot of people, again, the internet community is amazing, where they put that together and they start like saying, ah, you know what, that's the one that they were talking about, and they're in that shared universe. But I
that is
love
a
the cabin
deep
in the woods.
cut.
That is a
That's a
deep
good
cut.
one. That's a good one.
I love the cabin in the woods, and I love the faculty.
The faculty is fantastic. I
Guess who?
like watching the faculty and disturbing behavior around the same time. Just go angsty.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Salma Hayek as the school nurse.
Yeah. Man, Selma Hayek getting her
We are
flowers
just-
on the podcast
yeah.
today.
You're just connecting everything.
All
That,
right, well, that's all I got. So I don't know how we're wrapping this episode up, but that's all I got in the tank.
That was fun.
Excellent.
Well-
Those were nice hypotheticals.
Thank you
Well,
guys
thanks for having me, guys.
coming me on the podcast.
Yeah.
A little bit
absolutely.
shorter than 8 hours, so I think we did okay with this one.
Yeah. So
Um,
sorry.
But any closing thoughts?
Thank you for having me. This was
Yeah.
really fun. It sounds like it was more introspective and I guess thought, like deep than you said other ones were. So I hope I wasn't like making stuff too heavy.
This might be the only one where we've done this, which is good.
I think it's good. Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thanks
Thanks
very
so
much
much
for
for having
coming.
Lots
Thanks
of fun.
everyone for listening, and tune in to
Like
whatever
it.
episode we cook up next.
Like and subscribe.
All right.